Hello, everybody. We're finally here. Sorry I'm late. Hi, Anne. How are you? Um, let's see here. I want to say welcome to Chuck Middleton. Chuck Middleton's in the house,
Hey everyone.
and Dub is trying to get his audio to work. So we're having some technical difficulties, and on Dub's end, but he is coming soon, hopefully. Um, man, if I had some,
Hey
I
Ann.
don't.
Hey stupid.
It's so funny to say stupid, huh? Hi, stupid. How are you? um, but anyway, I'm trying to get back here so I can pull up the chat on my phone. There we go. So, welcome everybody. We're back on a Sunday, and hopefully, once we get Dub in here, uh, we can start the show. So, how's everybody been doing? Is there anything special anybody wants to talk about? As we all know it, as they have said that Anne Hash has passed away. If anybody remembers my live from last week about showing that, do you remember that, Chuck?
Yeah, yeah. There's a video right now. Truth Seeker, a 3-minute video. It says strange things surrounding Ann Hesch's incident. He puts out some pretty good stuff.
Right,
But it's all just a big distraction, bread and circus. I mean, it's like who cares? But
right. Well, I put out 3 videos this last week, and I didn't see you
have
chat.
you?
Yeah,
I
that
haven't seen.
I put out three
Okay,
videos in this last week, and I'm waiting for Chuck
I see
Middleton to
5 days
come.
ago. 5 days
and
ago, I didn't get a notification. I promise.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll have
and
to
I
catch
and
up.
I, I waited for you to comment on everybody else was there. You know what happened to you,
Well,
Chuck?
if I
I'm
see
just
it,
kidding.
if I see it, I will.
But I'm like, I'm always commenting on yours. Hi, doctor. How are you?
Well, I always do if I actually see a notification. I didn't know that you even put one up.
Hold on a second. Give me. I'm gonna
Was
mute. Give me 1 second.
all right. Hey Jill. Hey Dr. Red Dirt. Michelle's muted right now. Can you guys hear me? All right.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. I was just seeing if they can hear me in the chat.
As I was saying, Doctor Dub's having some audio issues right now. He's trying to figure it all out. We're only like 2 feet away. I might just have him. I might have to sit right next to him and go from there. Um,
That works.
but
Hey J Love. Got 10 people in
hi,
here
J
now. That's good.
Love. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, Anne. Good to see you, Doctor. Good to see you, Chaplain Man.
That's Jill from Tennessee.
Jill. Nice to see you, Jill. Stupid is in the house.
Mhm.
So good to see you guys. But yeah. Anyway, so as we're waiting for Dub to come in, he's trying to get here. I did want to say this though. Next week, if we can get all the, we'll have a week to get this all ironed out. But
Mhm.
so I was briefly listening in on. I had a very brief listen in on another live of uh, another channel that I'm sub to, and they were talking about wanting to hear more of Dub. So I they said that Dub, being the gentleman he is, he's not, he's always in the background and he doesn't really say a lot. So And on the last live, people were saying that they wanted to hear Dub's voice, more, So I finally thought, well, um, next week we're going to dedicate the live to Dub, and we're going to have Dub be the star of the show.
Awesome.
And people can ask him questions, and so anyway, I just thought I would let you guys know that that's what we were thinking, or that's what I was thinking anyway. That people are screaming out to hear more of Dub. So
That'd be
uh,
interesting. I talked to him one time, and he's 80 years old, so he's seen a lot. He's got some wisdom
well,
under his
he's
belt,
almost 82.
for sure.
82
Oh, okay.
years old. He'll be 82 in October.
It'd be
So
cool
yeah,
to let him tell us how it was when he was growing up. You know what I mean?
right. So yeah, so what you guys all think about that?
Oh, my cat just knocked my phone over. Probably booted me. Nope.
Nope, you're good. But anyway, Stupid's like nice. J Love's like thumbs up. Rub a dub dub. Dub live. Now if we could just get him to come on
Dub
here.
live.
Dub is live. But yeah, he's here. He's just working on his audio. He wants me to leave him alone because I'm confusing him and trying to butt in where he's working. He'll figure it out.
Hey, little one, just jumped in here.
Hi, little one. How are you? Good to see you. Just got here. Hi, everyone. Well, no, thank you, Jill. She says, thank you, Frosty Charles.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Anyway, so Chuck said that he just put out a video. If anybody hasn't seen it, I kind of pulled it up on my phone. Where did I see it recently? I don't know. I think I've seen that guy recently, but I think it was on. Maybe it was on Shaking My Head. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people have. I mean, he's been around for a while, that video, but a lot of people probably haven't seen it. That's the reason I reposted it. I think I shared it a few years ago.
I'm trying to read what hear us. Okay, what's that supposed to mean, Chuck? From what doctor?
What?
Look at the chat. What's that saying?
Hilarious? I don't know.
Hilarious. There's no L in there. Hi, Danny. How are you? Let's see. I don't know what he was trying to say. But anyway. So,
there's a real good friend of mine just jumped in. He's not around a whole lot lately, but Atheism is Madness. He's one of the first ones that we kind of all started at the same time. Probably, I don't know, around 2012 or 13. And he's a good guy. If any of you guys hadn't subbed to his channel, he's got some good stuff. Michelle right there. His name's Shane. He used to live in California. He was a prison guard for like 20 some years, and then he recently retired, and he's working full time again. So most people on my channel know who he is anyway. So
well, I'm going to call him Madness.
Madness, there you go.
I'm going to call you Madness if that's okay.
Yeah, Shane is his name.
Huh? Shane?
Shane is his name. Yeah, when I shared the video just recently, this was back a long time ago when I didn't know how to turn my notifications off. And during the video, his notification kept popping up.
Well, I'll try to remember Shane. I'm not good with names, but I will try to
Jill
remember
said
that.
said atheism is madness. Agreed. Yeah.
Fat Fingers Lost Vibe. Okay. So anyway, what we can do while we wait for Dub to fix his audio and try to get set up here, um, I guess we should have checked it a lot earlier than we did, but we didn't. And
Nice
you
going, Michelle.
never assume, never assume. But we can go ahead and play that video if you'd like. Means wisdom comes
Hey,
from.
this your show. Whatever you want to do.
So what do you guys think about that Ann chick? What do you guys think about that?
Ah, it's hard to believe anything they put out in it. How did she
Well,
die again? What was it? So called. Was she in like a wreck? Was it a car wreck or something? That
yeah,
crazy car wreck.
she ran into a supposed house. She ran in her Mini Cooper into a house. Um, like the whole thing was inside the house. A Mini Cooper. It wasn't smashed up in the front than I think it should have been when they pulled it out. Um, Hi Tanya, how are you?
Hey, Tanya.
Right.
She.
Yeah, she. Yeah, it definitely was a he. Um, but yeah, I mean, you can always tell that if anybody knows everything about Hollywood. Hold on, give me a second. Hello, hello.
Hello? Anybody hear me now?
No, you're still not there.
Okay. Kick me out.
Okay. Anyway, well, we got Dub on here, but his audio still isn't working. So let's see here. So good to see you, Tanya. Good to see you, everybody in here. Dub's having problems with his audio. If anybody wants to know, he's like 2 feet away from me, but he's trying to work on it himself, and he doesn't want my help. So we switched headphones. Is what my headphones died. They went goodbye, and so he let me the ones that he normally uses. He gave them to me to use, and has another one. Well, they're obviously not working right now, and so he's having troubles with his audio. We can't switch the headphones because his audio headphones has two audio jacks. He's on a desktop, I'm on a laptop. So I know it sounds kind of funny that we're 2 feet away and I'm on a laptop and he's on a desktop, but um, we're not really that good at computers to like share. I don't know how to explain it.
I'm having a picture in my mind like you guys are in a call center. And
We're in a call center. We're in our own cubicles.
yeah, there you go.
But yeah, she says, "Did you see her pull off out of the back of the ambulance, and that kind of pushed her back in?" Well, what? Okay, so last week, Tanya, I showed that video. I showed that video right before I went live because I was pulling all the fakery videos together on my live, and I saw that right before I went live and tabbed it in to my live. And so yeah, they covered her up completely with sheets on the gurney as they're taking her to the ambulance. And so I mean they had her completely covered up, which do you ever see that with anybody that they put on a gurney if they're alive? And then right before they put her into the ambulance that read 3, was 36, or was it 36, the number
Yeah,
on the
I think so.
ambulance? Yeah, or 63, something like that. um yeah, and then she busted through the strap that they had her strapped into. She busted through that, and then she busted out and sat up and everything. and like it was freaking out or whatever, and then they shoved her in the ambulance. So that right there,
63.
yeah, 63. Yeah, it was 63. Thank you, Joni. Welcome, Joni. I don't know who you. Do you know who Joni is? Chuck?
Maybe. I don't. It's not
Maybe.
ringing
I
a
don't
bell
know.
right now. Yeah.
Well, welcome, Joni. How are you? Welcome to the chat. But anyway, so yeah, that was pretty crazy. Vegas flooded again. Danny says yes. I saw that. I saw quite a few videos on the flood in Vegas, which I thought is kind of crazy. Like it's coming through the casinos and everything. Um, did you guys hear that?
Not
Are you
really.
guys okay? So I'm just because I can hear myself on.
Oh, I heard that echo.
Yeah,
I heard my. That's weird.
yeah.
It worked last week. I would mute whenever you get ready to play a video. I would mute my end of it, and it worked a little bit better. It seemed like.
Right.
I haven't seen anything about the flood in Vegas that y'all were talking about. I haven't been in front of the TV in a couple of days.
I've only seen a couple things on it, but a couple channels. But it looks pretty bad. Like the whole streets are flooded. So um,
Yeah,
what we can do is here. Let me do this. I'm gonna.
the Great Flood. I haven't seen it. You ought to play a short clip so everybody can see what if you
I
want
don't
to.
know where I saw it, but I guess I could look it up real quick. Um, give me a second, people. I'll look it up and see where I can find it. So let me do this real quick. I'm screen sharing. Let's see.
He shared a link if you want to hit him, Michelle. Danny did.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it's gonna make me echo, guys, if I go in there and pull that link, just so you guys know. So I do apologize. Give me a second. I do apologize. There we go.
Joni asked you something, Michelle, about that's where she met you from that live stream. Stephen M, thank you. That was a good video, I thought.
Oh, okay, Joni. Is that are you talking about tea? Hi, Stephen. Good to see you. Okay. Okay. Are you talking about tea, Joni? Okay, so this is the floods in Las Vegas. Second heavy rainstorm in 2 weeks.
Las Vegas, August 11, 2022. As the area has its wettest monsoon season in 10 years, the Las Vegas Strip flooding once more. Water was seen on video pouring over parking lots and even across Las Vegas Boulevard, also known as the Strip. In Las Vegas, the streets and casinos were inundated for the second time this summer.
Miren eso. O sea, está lloviendo un poco, pero
On July
a la
28,
gran
the
puta.
city experienced similar problems
No
due
puedo
to a
salir.
heavy
I just wanted to stop it real quick. You see that triangle in the corner? Isn't that kind of weird? Hello. Am I alone up here?
No, I had it on mute while you were playing the video.
Oh, okay. Isn't it kind of weird that there's a triangle in the corner?
That's just a coincidence.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right.
downpour.
No se puede salir. Estamos jodidos, miren esto.
This comes as the U.S. has had turbulent weather fronts this summer, including some regions experiencing lethal 100-degree heat, while other regions were completely destroyed by severe flash flooding. You're not going to believe this, but I'm not sure if it's pouring more inside Planet Hollywood or outside, tweeted one surprised witness, Sean Sable, who provided this unbelievable footage.
We're at the link in Las Vegas.
The famous Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas also started to overflow, with personnel desperately attempting to contain the flooding by surrounding it with also wet slot machine chairs.
It rained like water.
Outside, the city's roads were virtually impassable for travelers due to floodwater blocking them and police cordoning them off, and authorities cautioned people not to drive in the flooded streets. However, one driver was observed operating their automobile as the water was rising above the bumper on the neon-lit Las Vegas Strip.
Get a load of this. And yes, there is a car stuck down there, but I can't really get a photo of it.
More than 17,500 customers in Las Vegas were without power on Thursday night as the downpour continued due to the severe thunderstorms and heavy rain. A flash flood warning was issued Thursday night by the National Weather Service for Las Vegas, and a flood advisory was issued until 12:15 a.m. on Friday. According to forecasters, it is predicted that it will rain all weekend long. Water poured in from ceilings of several of the renowned casinos, like Planet Hollywood, as a result of the heavy rains, which also created problems within.
Okay, so why would you be going down? I guess everybody's going down the street. I don't know. But we kind of get the gist of this one. It's pretty bad. Are you there? Bigfoot did it. Right?
Oh, sorry, I had my mic muted.
I
Yeah,
know.
man.
I know.
I was talking to you.
Yeah, it's pretty bad there. I've seen a few videos on it. For sure.
They have these storms that pop up out of nowhere, and they dump like literally buckets of rain in like isolated places. Like I've noticed that a lot lately. With all the the days are really hot and humid, with all them spraying their chemtrails. I mean, who knows what's going on?
Right. So I'm gonna play a video since you haven't seen my videos.
Street. Again, that's in the downtown
We're gonna stop that. I'll start it.
area of over the.
Stop.
We're following breaking news here at 8:30, coming up on 8:30 on Wake Up C-Bus Weekend. There's new video into our newsroom this morning from a shooting in downtown Cincinnati. 9 people were shot early this morning in the Over the Rhine neighborhood. Now, we do want to map this out just in case you have family or friends in the area. This happened on Main Street. Again, that's in the downtown area of Over the Rhine. And 10 TV's Kiana Deiches is there to give us a live update now. Kiana?
Well, Brittany, I can tell you that neighbors are already starting to clean up the area. And we just spoke to one woman who said that the goal is to forget this tragedy. This is some of the aftermath that we are seeing after the mass shooting. This is Main Street and Over the Rhine. You can see the amount of trash that was left after what people are calling a chaotic scene. Shoes, trash, bikes are just some of the things thrown across the street here. Now, I do want to point you to video from overnight, and here's what we know. Authorities are saying multiple shots were fired into a large crowd. Again, at least 9 people have been hurt in this shooting, but at this time, none of the injuries are considered to be critical. Here's what the assistant police chief had to say.
We had a large police presence just because we've had large crowds here on Main Street for the past month or so. So some of this information I have is very preliminary because we're still trying to gather information on exactly how many people were struck by gunfire.
So if you don't know how many people were struck and all that, why are you going to have a press conference? That's just kind of where I'm coming from. But yeah.
And you can see here some of the trash left over this happy birthday balloon. That woman we spoke to tells us that her friend was celebrating a birthday. You can also see that bullet hole inside of the building here. Again, at least 9 people have been hurt. This is a developing story, and we will keep you updated as we learn more about this situation.
Shows absolutely nothing.
I was said in the chat they used to that guy Jeremiah Cohen. He used to do a lot of good videos, but he covered the shoes. It's like a stage prop. It's a Masonic thing. Whenever they put the shoes on there.
Right. Yeah. If you see shoes or one shoe, I mean, it's like it's a constant thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys know, I'm not Masonic or anything, but my birthday is on August 8th.
8/8.
8/8, and a lot of these that I showed were on 8/8, so that they like my birthday. But I have nothing to do with that. Just so you guys know, it wasn't my fault when I was born. No, I'm kidding. And I saw someone the other day that I kind of got really upset, but in I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm Rh negative blood type,
Mhm.
and we all know that I guess most presidents are Rh negative.
I didn't know that. Well,
Oh, you didn't?
no.
And supposedly that's like a anyway, it's very rare. It's a very rare blood type. But anyway,
Okay.
and Tanya says that she's a B negative. Yeah, so they say Rh negative is very rare, and I've heard other people say, "Oh no, it's not," la 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 la. But from what I know, it is. It's very rare. You have to be very careful when you have kids and stuff. Being Rh negative, they made a big
I
deal
think I'm
out of
AB positive or something. That's pretty popular, I think.
it. Pretty popular. You're pretty
I mean,
popular.
I don't know a lot about that stuff.
Man, I wish I had some earbuds. Dub. I wish I had
Dr.
some
Red Dirt said you had lizard blood, Michelle. Do you have lizard
Do-
blood?
Let me make the noise. I don't know. Is that how a lizard sounds?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I don't even know what a lizard sounds like. So
I don't think they make any noises.
wow. So I guess maybe we're not so rare.
Right.
Anne says that she's B negative also. I don't even know. I just know that I'm Rh negative. I don't even know if I'm A or B or C or D. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna ask Dub a question real quick. Hold on.
Okay. Yep, the life is definitely in the blood, right? When Michelle mutes like that, can you guys still hear me? Or is everybody muted? Tanya, Shane, J Love, Red Dirt, Danny, can you guys hear me right now? Okay, cool. I hear you, Jill. The plague changed the blood type make of Europe. Yeah, there's definitely something with blood, with the Red Cross and blood. There's definitely some stuff. That's the reason they want blood from everybody is they're looking for something. And then you got the whole adrenochrome, fear and blood. It changes the molecular something about the blood.
Okay, so I'm trying to come up with a resolution for Dub. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give him my headphones and I'm just going to wing it with my speakers on my computer. So we're going to go with that. That's always worked for me. And so it's going to take me just a second to switch over and everything. So Chuck, you're going to have to take over the show. Can you do that? I'm just kidding.
Oh, I don't know. Don't put that pressure on me.
You're going to have to, buddy. That's it. or you're out of here. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just
How
kidding.
long? How long? I mean, I can't play anything, but I guess I can read
No,
comments and talk.
I actually, maybe I could just go ahead and play your video, and then everybody can start watching that, and then I can do all that. How about that?
Yeah, you can fast forward it to where you get to the X Freemason. He has some good stuff.
Okay, so
It's
let
probably around the
me.
8 or 9 minute mark.
So, so I need to fast forward it.
Yeah, it's about 8 minutes. You'll see the guy. It's a bald-headed guy. He was a cop, police officer, and he put some really good information out. If anybody hadn't seen it, you'll really like this one.
All right, so
of Masons.
One more thing about the blood before you start that video.
okay.
I believe that a Christian, someone that's born again, they always talk about the blood of Christ. I think something changes with people's blood that is very unique, and they want to find out whose blood. I think they can tell. Maybe they can tell who God's true children are, maybe through the blood or something. But it has something to do with the blood, because the blood covers. Well, the blood doesn't cover it. The blood removes sin. So that's something to think about.
You know what? This whole time I have not been running full screen, but you know what? If I'm gonna I'm gonna change the settings in. I'm just gonna change them real quick. It's gonna take just a second, because if I go play this video, you guys are not going to be able to see it full screen.
Hey, Lumpy Gas, what's up?
Give me 1 second.
All right. So what do you guys think? There's definitely something going on with the blood. They're fascinated with blood, and they love children's blood. It's nuts. Yep, a DNA change once you're sealed into the day of redemption. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yeah, because God became man and had blood fully, 100% God, 100% man, and his blood covers his people, so that's what they're looking for.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I just switched over real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. So you say
Absolutely,
about 8
Jill.
minutes
That's
in?
crazy. Yeah, you'll see the guy. You'll see a guy sitting there. He's a bald-headed guy. Just scroll until you get to him.
This guy. So
There you go.
All right.
That guy.
All right, brother. You said that
Yeah, that's the end. Start right there. There you go.
Masonic, right? Yeah. Well, my career in law enforcement, I actually joined the Brotherhood of Freemasons. Okay, how did you get into that? How did you get into that? And a lot of cops are involved with that. Oh yeah, it is. It's a thing that I'm not saying you must do, but 95% of them do. You know what I mean? What's the benefit out of it? Like, what's the main purpose? Actually, for me, if you're going to ask me the question, I think it was more like biblical history. Oh, okay. What intrigued me the most was they talked about King Solomon's temple and the Holy of Holies, and I've always been intrigued by it. So this actually exists? Yes, it does. It's the occult. It's not a big mess. Okay. I'm going to tell you straight up. All right. And there's 3 phases. The first phase is enter apprentice. Even before you get to that phase, you got to be pretty much spoke about. To be one, you have to ask for one. So one of my supervisors, he was a lieutenant, pretty much came up to me and asked me, hey, want to join the club? And I was like, what kind of club is it? You know what I mean? Well, it's the Freemasons. I did my background, on them and did my research, and I've seen a lot of positive things that came out after doing the research. A lot of them donate money to cancer victims and children with cancer, and they're trying to have their own hospital and so forth. Where I'm working with juvenile offenders, well, why not? Why not do something
Not working
else?
right.
So my lieutenant spoke for me, and two other of my
It's not on the screen now.
brothers in blue, and they petitioned. We petitioned for a spot in the Brotherhood, and filled out applications, and
It's because there was two of
background. They
you.
do a background on you, see if you're in good standing, or else they won't take you. What they do is they take men that make
There
you
you go.
better. They say, but only God can do that. Right. No club can do that for you. That's right. So right around 2006, on my fourth or fifth year on the job, I petitioned. It all went pretty good, and they do a house interview. So I had, like 20, 30 people come to my house, and they spoke to my wife because they speak to the females first. I didn't know why, but they usually do that because you're not going to be around as much when you go in meetings, or you got to do, take time off to do, work as far as donating, get money for donations and, and so forth. So I didn't see that quite a bit, as far as going out there, doing that type of work first, because you have to go through rituals first. The first phase is the inner apprentice phase. That's phase one, and you do your rituals. They take you in, and they tie a toe to your ankle, made of a toe, yeah, ankle toe. They call it the ankle toe, and it's made out of what do you call it? It's like a harness. It's like a tie. They tie it around your leg, and they raise your pants leg up, and you're there in a suit, and then you go around. You're blindfolded, so you can't really see the actual temple. It's a temple. You got Joaquin and Boaz on one side, the two towers, which is the two pillars. But so this is like big time. Oh, it's a ritual. This is sacred stuff, right? Yeah. But see, the way they cookie cut it is that they only get the ones that are like, I would say the ones that are really interested and the ones that are clean cut. All right. And I want to add the devil to this too. Okay. Because when you're in the world, you're of the devil. Your father, the devil, right? Right. When you don't have God on your mind at all times, from when you wake up in the morning to when you go to sleep at night, you're of your father, the devil. And I'm just going to say it like that, but I'm bold and honest, I was in the right state of mind then, I had some marital problems. So I felt like this was an outlet for me to get out and have fellowship with other brothers. Right, because you wasn't getting that with the churches. I wasn't getting that with the churches back home because, they were preaching prosperity. Right. Okay. Give me $1, God gives you 1,000. God doesn't work that way, man. You got to work you got to work to eat. So, nah, don't wait for a handout. So how long did the first phase last? See, what they do is they bring you into the temple, and they have the secretary, which is a male. We're all males. There's no female Masons here. I know in Europe, I think they do, not here. Unless you're an Eastern Star, that's different. But the Freemasons, you got the Blue Lodge, which is composed of all different nationalities and backgrounds of Masons, right? To include different religious sets, Hindu, Muslim, whatever. You could be atheist, they don't care. You could be Satan. You could be a devil worshiper. Wow. And they'll bring a devil worshiping Bible, right? That satanic Bible, so you could you take the oath. Yeah, they don't care. See, I didn't know that. I had to start doing more homework on it. What did I get myself into? But you ever get that far? Oh yeah, I became a master mason. The highest you go is 33rd. Even at 32nd, from the ranks of 30th to 33, which is 3. That's when they divulge the actual truth. I got you. Which they have you in darkness all those years, and then once you start climbing up the rituals and the phases, and you go up the ranks or degrees, I call it. You could go from the 3rd degree to to the 32nd degree in a weekend.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you can do it in 2 days. They call that the fast track. But usually to get that high, it takes years. It takes years, but you can do it the other way. You got to pay some money or talk to whoever.
I've heard that some people I might be mistaken, but I know some of these rich people, these Hollywood people, they give land millions of dollars.
Oh yeah. It all depends because those are called dues, right?
Okay.
And you're talking about occultic, satanic individuals that work in Hollywood. Reverence, of money, of people of power. I didn't know all that because when you got scales in your eyes, you can only see so much.
Right.
But when God removes those blinds off your eyes, you start seeing who's who for what they are. And not every Masonic lodge. I mean, they all talk about the same, but everybody's different. Because in order for you to be a Shriner, you got to be a Mason. For you to be a Knights Templar, you got to be a Mason. And the more you go up in that pyramid, and the highest you could go is a Rothschild.
Right.
They're the highest of the highest.
Really?
Yeah, they're the satanic children of Satan.
Wow.
They actually sit on the table. They have a special chair for Satan right there. And he comes and talks to these family members, and they're the ones that the shaking and bakers, I call it.
Now, this all has to do also with those people who go out into the wood and they burn that wood and owl and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Illuminati.
Illuminati, okay. So
right.
This has to do with
Oh, yeah, you have to be a Freemason to be there. All the presidents were Freemasons. A small portion weren't, but they were Jesuits. This is the same thing. Okay. Even the Pope. I'm going to be honest, they don't actually have to do the whole ritual. They have to watch.
Right.
And because of their power and rank within the church.
But it's still controlled by them.
Oh, yeah. Everything is controlled by the white and black Pope. Yeah. So black and white, which is white and black tiles, is where we have our temple.
That's where you get that.
Yeah, the yin-yang, the
right.
Good versus evil. You got to have one of the balance. And that's the work of the devil. God doesn't work that way. He doesn't manifest that way. That's all the trick of the devil. The devil knows the Bible better than me and you put together. Right. Because he was there when God was putting it together. And of course he fell, of course, but he knows. Yeah. He could twist the word of God and make it so clean like honey in your mouth. You say, well, this guy is a man of God. But no, you got to go beyond that, honey. You got to go around it and do your research. Because they're going to give themselves up. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys and women, men and women that work in Hollywood, they're all Satanists. All of them are Satanists. And you know what? Anybody can tell me different. I really don't care because I know. Certain hand signs that you do, the pyramid, the rock, Jay-Z calls this the rock. It's a pyramid.
Right.
All right? But in that pyramid, there's 13.
Right. You also got the, what was this?
Well, that's the horns of the devil.
Right.
The devil's horns, yeah. That's the Illuminati. You can use it for the Shriners use it too. Right. That's the Moloch. Okay. Moloch is the actual owl that they worship out in California. All these big shots, big corporations, they go there. And that's where they make the presidents too. They make presidents there. They know which president they're going to make. They make them. All this political stuff, right. That's just BS. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. That is the most deceiving thing in America. They know which the Rothschilds makes the presidents. They're trillionaires. They own the world. They own like 90% of the world.
And plus, if you have all these superstars and all these
actors, control their puppets.
Well, and then not only that, they got the money to buy land.
Oh yeah.
And eventually, it's going to be one government.
Yes.
Or one secret government, should I say? The Illuminati or the Masons.
Right.
Who will control all this land.
But see, the Masons are the foot soldiers of the Illuminati. You understand the pyramid, right?
Yes.
It's shaped like a triangle, right? So we're at the very bottom. And then above that, you got different families. Different. Above that, you got York Rite, Scottish Rites, which are also sets of different branches of Freemasons. And then you go into Knights Templar, and you got Shriners.
I guess that's when you get the OCNI.
The OCNI is the Lucifer.
Right.
Underneath them is the Rothschilds. Underneath them is the Council of 13. Or the Council of 33. Or 13. No, 13. Underneath them, you got the Council of 33. Underneath them, you got big, different corporations like the CFR, Council of Foreign Relations, and underneath them, you got, like 6 big companies that own all the they own all the real estate, and they own all like media outfits, like I said media. They own all different types of like those people who like Warren Buffett. He's a 33rd. Yeah. So they own property, they own land, they own everything. So you got 6 corporations in the world that owns 90% of the assets and the money of the world, right? So even the Federal Reserve is not of the United States. It's a separate entity that's ran by the Rothschilds. See, the Rothschilds, they run all that from their house. Wow. And they live out in England. They don't leave that house. Yeah, I've heard something about that. They don't leave the house. Why is that? Because that's where the devil dwells. The devil can only be in one place. God is everywhere. Yeah. You understand? True. Because God is he's everlasting. He's omnipresent. Yeah, he's everywhere. You can't put God in there, sir. Yeah, he's too big. And you can't have the devil everywhere. He's limited to his power. One spot. Well, he'll use his foot soldiers to do other things. Exactly. They're all demons. They're all demon possessed. They're vessels. They're fleshly vessels. They are compartmentalized. They're like shattered. They shatter their brains, and it's just sort of like MK Ultra. Right? They use MK Ultra to break the minds of people, and then they mold them the way that they want them to go. You know what I mean? Or satanic ritual abuse. That all comes together with the Freemasons. So their ultimate goal is pretty much to have one world order, one world religion, and one world currency. Yep.
Okay, so we're having technical difficulties. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, so yeah, we're getting some feedback. I don't understand that so much.
I don't hear any feedback on this end. Ask the people in the chat if they hear. I don't hear any feedback.
Are you guys hearing feedback?
It might just be on y'all's end.
I think they are hearing feedback.
No feedback, J-Love says.
No feedback?
Yep. Told you, Michelle.
Put a 1 in the chat if you're hearing feedback. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not. That's a good way. We got 23 watching.
Yeah, stupid. We're trying to MK Ultra
so yeah,
everybody.
Some people are hearing it. Yes, gone now. It's trying to get Dub on here. It's because we're so close together.
Oh, see, some people hear it and some people don't. That's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't hear anything.
I know what I'll do. I am going to try to go outside and see if that helps. Let's see here. Give me a second. I'm sorry, guys. We should have had this all taken care of. It's going to take me a minute I got to unplug.
See, Joni says you sound fine on her end, and other people don't. So how do you fix that? If it's good for some and not for others, it's just weird.
I think I'm too close to him. This is something that him and I need to work on, and it's hard to work on it like if it's just him and I. So give me a second. I'm gonna try to vacate.
No worries, Frosty. Jay loves it.
Try to come out here.
That's the best advice we've seen. Put some tin foil on your headphones.
I was gonna
in
I
your
was gonna
mind. Yeah.
put my finger in a light socket and then see if that would stop the screeching.
No, we need our tinfoil hats on.
All right.
I think that solved the problem. Not sure.
Ah, there he is. There
That's
he
it,
is.
Dub. You're loud and clear now. That was the
All
problem.
right, good deal. Let's yeah, we had a headset crisis here this week.
Welcome,
Which,
Dub Wilkinson, to the show.
well, you're very thank you.
Well, you're very,
Welcome
very
to the
thank you.
show.
Glad to be
Welcome to the
here
show, Dub
finally.
Wilkinson.
If you're gonna be the star next week, we got to be able to hear you.
I
That would
promise
help.
next
Yeah.
week.
Well,
I
we
promise next week. I'm sorry, Dub. I didn't mean to overspeak you, but I promise next week I'm going to go get some headphones because
we're gonna get headphones this week. Yes.
we're having headphone problems, obviously. But I got
And it
far
is
enough away from you. we're like 2 feet apart, and it's like. So let me see here. I didn't bring out my. Anyway.
Travis said he locked you out.
Thank you, Travis.
She said thanks.
All right. So, hopefully that stops all the screeching.
Yeah, well, with you just on your speakers and my microphone this close, we were just picking up.
Yeah.
My microphone was picking up feedback from your speakers. So now then, the problem solved. We're good for the duration.
We're good.
Yep, let her roll.
We're good.
So
anyway, I
here.
want to reiterate something I said in the beginning of my live, and hold on a second.
Y'all make sure you social distance.
I've had people tell me. Can you hear me? What?
Yes, hear you fine.
All right. That they want to hear more of Dub's voice. I briefly heard that on another live of a friend of mine's, and I barely caught it before the live got taken down the next day. I was listening in on it, and I actually caught it. He said a lot of good things about Dub, which was TIU.
He's gonna sing for us. Is he gonna sing for us?
Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna sing.
Yeah, go ahead, Dub.
I can assure you, you want no part of my singing, dancing, or cooking.
But anyway, so I was thinking next week that we would have a Dub Wilkinson live show. If people want to ask him questions or, you know, get into his wiseness. He's a very wise man. He's also my best friend, but I'm not being biased, but people have been requesting, saying they want to hear more of Dub. So I want to give him that platform. He is a Southern gentleman. He's very much of a gentleman, so he doesn't like to butt in or anything. And I want him to scream to the top of his lungs sometimes.
He's very soft spoken.
Yes, and just butt in when you can, but he doesn't do that. So anyway, so next week, he's going to be my star witness. I'm just kidding. No, but so I want to give him that platform for him to be on here, because people are requesting that, like I said, and that makes me feel good. And yeah, he's my best friend, so I want to give him that platform. And so that if anybody wants to ask him questions or whatever. He doesn't. He's one of those people. He wants to have a conversation. Dub does want to have a conversation about anything. He's a very wise man, as anybody could clearly see that. So yeah. So I hope that you guys are thinking that's a good idea. If you don't, then you don't have to be here. But no, I'm just kidding. um, I just want to do that for him. Yeah, he's a very much investigation type of guy. He can go on an investigation on one subject forever. I'm like, Dub, what are you doing? But that's Dub, you know, and I love him for that. So
Hey, Dub, tell him it all goes back to it's fake until you investigate and prove
until
that it's
you
not.
investigate,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and if you can't find the realness in it, then it's going to be fake, right?
Hmm.
Right? I
Right.
Absolutely.
don't know.
And what
Absolutely.
what I would like to probably cover mostly are just events. Any event that's occurred in the past. Anyone that has any particular thing they would like to cover or expound on or anything,
You got some good stuff
if
on
you'd
9/11, Dub. Your
put it
9/11 stuff
in
was good.
the chat
Yeah.
after this video is posted, if you just put a something in the chat that you'd like to see investigated or something you've heard about that you'd like to look at, well, let me know and we'll try to look at it. Otherwise, yeah, 9/11 is been one of my big points, and of course,
Hmm.
Michelle and I spent much time with Vegas,
Can I
but
ask you
I
one
pretty
question about
much
9/11? Can I ask you one question
all
about
right.
9/11 real quick?
Sure.
Uh, okay, we all, I think, believe that the planes were CGI and later, correct?
Yes, and I've got a little video clip that I can very clearly show that.
So
Uh,
the people jumping out were CGI'd in also, right? The people that were jumping out.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, yeah.
There were no jumpers. Uh,
Do you think any like the first responders died, or do you think nobody died?
uh, Due to things I've recently, and recently I say within the past few months, after going over a lot of the material that I got from the NIST investigation,
Hmm.
I've come to the conclusion that 9/11 was simply a media event, and that's it.
Yeah.
Uh, and I know that's very, very difficult for a lot of people to even think about, but I now, after learning a few more things and discovering some things, um, I don't think there were any deaths.
I think
I
it was
think
all
all
to
that was
change the landscape of the laws. You know, they brought in the all those different like the
oh,
Homeland Security departments and all that stuff, right?
yeah. The TSA, Homeland Security,
The NDAA,
uh,
that's a big one.
and of course the Patriot Act,
Hmm.
which we got, which was
Yeah.
anything but
Yeah.
patriotic. Uh,
Notice how it's all the opposite. They say Patriot Act and it's the opposite,
yeah,
Yeah.
anything but. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Um, so due to the things I've learned recently, yeah, I don't find any evidence. And also, I think Michelle would agree with this that we've kind of agreed if you see something that's fake, then you got to go with fake. You don't mix partial. Some fake, some not fake. Uh, and I found some photographs that were clearly stage photographed for the event. And if you had 3,000 people dead, you certainly didn't need a stage photo.
Hmm.
Um, just,
Yeah, man, I
kind of
agree. I'm on board with what you talked to me about it for about 30 minutes on the phone, and I think you're spot on with it.
just a logical thing. If you find fake photographs that were clearly staged for that event, then it was a media event. That's the way I saw it. Mm.
Hmm.
And yes, I do have a video clip um, that will clearly demonstrate that the plane was strictly CGI.
Yep. We got new people in here. TIU's in here, and Rita. How you guys doing?
How you
Hello,
guys doing?
everybody.
Hi, Rita. Hi, T.
Hadn't said hello to anybody yet. So hi, all. Glad to see you here.
So maybe the live has started today.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing you.
Now I'll turn it back over to
No,
the
no,
rightful
don't.
No,
No,
owner
keep
no,
now.
going.
keep
Keep
going.
going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. I'm going to mute.
Wow.
What
No
about those
comments.
the Israel, the scholars that came in there and they were wiring all that stuff up? They even put that out. What do you think about that?
I've seen the story. I have a tendency to believe it, but I don't have anything I can put my finger on and say directly one way or another. But it did take a long time to set up the explosives in that building to create what they needed to create.
That was a big deal.
And
They had to have it perfect. I mean, it had to collapse and not have any collateral damage. You know what I mean?
well, I've got some video where you can see very clear pictures, not like the garbage that they showed us on TV.
Hmm.
Some very clear pictures where you see the side of the building and then just a clean, neat little row of smoke puffs all the way across the face of the building,
Yep.
floor after floor. So that took a long time. Was not easy to set up and construct. So
They planned it.
somebody
I would
spent
imagine I've heard they planned it from the day it was built. It was built to come down.
that's what I've heard as well, and the fact that it was up for 33 years is, may attest to that some.
Yeah, exactly.
I have had dinner in one of the buildings way back in the day. Um, but yeah, I think there must be validity to
How
the
many stories was it?
110, both buildings,
Wow.
110. The amount of debris left on the ground after both buildings were turned to dust, they didn't collapse. Like the only term we've ever heard was they collapsed. Now they were turned to dust. And I have reason to believe that they already had the new designs made up before 9/11. They
Hmm.
had the designs of what they wanted to put there because all 7 World Trade Center buildings were destroyed on 9/11, not just 1, 2, and 7. All 7 of them were destroyed. And I have
Yeah,
some good
that's
pictures
yeah. You sent me some stuff.
of
That
the
was
other
pretty good. You had some
buildings.
good pictures. Yeah.
And
What about they
I've got,
found one of the passports from one of the hijackers? Remember at Ground
yeah,
Zero, just
sure,
happened to be
explain
sitting
that
right
one.
there.
Explain that one. They also found a red bandana and a driver's license in Pennsylvania. They also found the aircraft engine downtown under an awning,
Yep.
and there was no damage to the awning.
Hey,
So,
Dub,
yep.
the TIU was talking about the neothermite. What have you learned about that stuff?
Yes, it was used, definitely. But that's, I don't think the major factor. The thermite was used to cut the beams.
Hmm.
The towers were built with box beams, not your regular high beams. They were done with box beams, and they had to cut those to break them loose in order to get all the debris out of the way and to actually turn. If you look at some of the videos of the towers when they're being destroyed, you can actually see uh, them turning to dust. The big size of the building, 2 and
Yeah.
3
How
floors
does how
tall,
does steel beams
actually
all
turning
turn to
to
dust?
dust
Yeah.
as
How
they're
does that
falling.
happen? How does that happen? All those steel beams, everything just becomes dust.
Uh, some kind of weapon we don't know about
Right.
is the only thing I can come up with,
I
because
agree.
nothing conventional will do that.
Yep.
And what was considered to be smoke coming out of the top of the buildings was actually the dust of the contents of the buildings. They turned all the contents, the interior contents of the building into dust before they destroyed them. And, it's commonly thought of as smoke, but it wasn't smoke. It was just the contents of the buildings. The same thing with Building 7. There was one side of Building 7 that was never shown on TV that all day long just had a constant gray flow out of just that one side. The other 3 sides looked fine, but that one side, it just had a flow out of it all day long.
Yeah. Think
And
think think about the psyop to get the whole world to believe just because people like planted the seed that there were planes, and a few people said they
yeah,
saw planes, so everybody wants to be part of the story. So they just jump on
yeah,
bandwagon. You know what I mean? It's crazy how
and
psychology works like that. People just they want to be part of the story.
well, and that's always been one of the before Vegas, I was making a lot of comments on 9/11 videos, and I always got pushback on, well, look at all the thousands of people that saw the planes on 9/11.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, nobody saw a plane. That's what's crazy.
no, nobody saw a plane exactly.
Donald
Uh,
Trump saw one though.
oh well, yeah, good old Donald.
Hmm.
Uh, but that's just some of my thinking on 9/11. And Richard Gage, with architect and engineers, spent 15 years traveling the country talking about building 7 and thermite, building 7 and thermite.
Yep.
Which was, I think, just a bona fide decoy to keep people from thinking the thermite was the one that turned all the buildings to dust, and it wasn't. It was just what was used to cut the steel beams. And I've got a good picture of a steel beam that's huge, probably 3 inches thick, and
Wow.
it's just got a nice, neat little diagonal cut on it.
Hmm. I got a good
Uh,
question for you too, Dub.
yep.
When you get, what do you think about they have these first responders? A lot of the firemen start talking about, like right from the very beginning, they start talking about they heard like bombs going off. They heard explode. Do you think that was on purpose, or do you think that that was all meant to be in there? Because
Well,
these firemen were
there were
saying that.
bombs going off.
Yeah, but that's not the
There were
official
bombs
narrative.
going off all day
But
long.
but you know what I'm saying? The
No,
official narrative was that planes hit the tower, and the fuel, that the jet fuel
the,
is what collapsed them. But yeah, then you get these firemen talk about explosions. It's almost like they're mocking, like how dumb are we? You know what I mean? Which is it? Was it bombs or was it a plane?
it was wired for the individual explosions because you had to have something to cut not only the outer side beams, there was also 27 uh, core beams that
Hmm.
held the elevator shafts and the stairwells. And all of those beams also had to be cut and largely destroyed.
Hmm.
Uh, But that's some of the stuff we'll be talking about and going over and looking at next week. And like I say, if anyone has something they particularly like to look at in depth, let me know and we'll try to do it. Like one thing that comes to my mind is Vegas when the lady with the maroon dress, it was everybody thinks was shot in the leg. I've got a little video clip that shows exactly what happened there and didn't happen. Oh, Chuck escaped again, looks like.
Yeah, he dropped off. I kicked him out. I'm just
You
kidding.
kicked him out again.
Just kidding.
He does that about 3 times a week, I
Yeah,
think.
he must have
Yeah,
lost charge or something.
yeah,
There he is.
he'll return.
Yeah, there he is. He always comes
Yeah,
back. I'm just kidding.
yeah, yeah.
What
I
happened?
always get booted. I always
I
get
know.
booted every
That's what I
time.
was saying. That's what I
Yeah,
was
wow.
saying. So Dub, let's ask you a question.
All right,
This one's gonna you're gonna have to put your critical thinking hat on.
I got it.
I want you
And it is foil covered, so
okay, so we're fake until proven real. So I want you to really think and start listing off of everything that you know is a psyop.
all all the mass shootings, school shootings
List them.
included, all
List
of
them.
them,
List them.
Columbine, of course, Vegas, Santa Fe, the most recent Uvalde, Virginia Tech, Sawgrass, the Detroit High School. Let's see, what else is there? Of course, we had the Garlic Festival. That's all I know I'm missing a lot, but there. But I will include just the blanket without listing them all from Columbine. Well, actually, no. Let me go back a little bit from the Texas Tower shooting through Columbine to date. I'm saying no mass shootings ever occurred.
I just
That
wanted
are
to say this.
covered on the news.
I
You
just
got
want
to
to say this real quick.
right?
Can I butt in? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop stepping all over my words. No, I'm kidding. I'm just teasing. Um, no, I just dropped a link in the chat. So if anybody wants to join and come up here, you're more than welcome. as long as I know who you are, I'm going to accept you up on the panel. Um, but yeah, you're more than welcome to come
We
up
know
here,
everybody
Lumpy.
in here right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, continue on.
But Dub, you were saying that everything that's on the news, I mean, real shootings and stuff like that happen every day, everywhere. I mean, people get
Oh
shot
yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
sure
Yeah, it's
they
just
do.
the media creates what they can control. You got to like
Yes.
specify that.
No, the everyday life events um, don't get the coverage. They get a mention, maybe two mentions,
Exactly. Yeah.
and that's it. But
Hey, hey,
the media events.
let me interrupt there real quick. I
All
don't
right.
want to. I've watched something recently, like today, that they're even though they had a press conference, even though it happened in a really small town, I could tell the difference with real news and fake news. So,
Hmm.
and I was given some links from a friend of mine to look at some stuff, and it was local news that did hit YouTube and stuff, but it wasn't. It's not exploited. Um, but I could tell the difference in how they present things. So, and this person that said that it uh, actually was a relative that it happened to, um, I'm going to believe him because I know him pretty well. So, and I looked at it, and it's way different than the local, like the mainstream media. Give me a second. Welcome, Lumpy.
Hi,
Can
can
you
you be
hear
heard?
me? Yeah, we
Yes, you
can
Yes.
hear you.
can.
Welcome to
Okay,
the
hi.
show.
Lumpy, what's up, brother? Good to see you,
Hi.
man.
Yeah, God bless everybody here. And
God bless you,
yeah,
brother.
I wanted to just go over some of the more current flat earth topics being gone over in the academic side of the flat earth debate. The PhD, the no room for, unverifiable, untestable claims. So lately we've had this problem with Aether, which when you really boil it down, it's the global replacement for gravity. When you really get down to the bottom of it, and Quantum Eraser, a channel who everybody here should become familiar with, um, dissected it word for word, and it's all coming from Ken Wheeler, and he's a glober, and he's definitely a some type of a just a liar.
Can you share a
But
link?
to that, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a QE. Um, he's currently probably my favorite flat Earth teacher. So a thing that I haven't heard much in the chats here, but that's a massive problem for the globe is air pressure, and that's why I named myself Lumpy Gas in a Vacuum. As a matter of fact, there needs to be a container to have pressure. We can't be adjacent to a 10 to the negative 17 torr vacuum. Our air would fill it. In fact,
Yeah,
the formula.
you're right. Yeah, I've seen that. You're exactly right.
Yep. In fact, high pressure states flow into lower pressure states due to entropy. Well, when you have high pressure gas, it will flow into the low pressure. And the claim that they've given us, along with all the other claims they've given us, have been just ridiculous. 10 to the negative 17 is, they need.
What happened?
Did they boot him too?
I don't know. He's still there, but I'm not hearing him.
Lumpy, did you hit the mute button? He might have muted his mic.
Okay. Is
There
that
you go.
better?
You're back.
Hey,
You're back.
I can't leave StreamYards that long. That's the problem. If I leave, if I was trying to get the link, what I'll do is I'll get Quantum Eraser up when I'm done talking. So it's a clear violation of the second law of thermodynamics, entropy. It's similar to a hot cup of coffee being left in a cool room and it equalizing. It's absolutely cannot be possible. It's a clear violation of entropy. And if people hadn't heard that yet, it's really clear when you think of a balloon, it needs to be tied shut. A car tire needs to have the tire and not a hole in it. Even our lungs, you need to have the sac to hold that air. So it expands in all conceivable directions. They can't claim that it goes down by bias because we don't have
You gotta
gas
have a container.
falling.
You gotta have a container.
You gotta. To have pressure, you must have a container. It must press upon. And the change in pressure as you elevate is due to temperature in line with Charles' law. So there's research support to show that when gas cools, it shrinks. It doesn't have as much pressure because gas is thermally expansive. Okay, so has everybody here on voice heard the black swan argument?
I haven't. I saw a little bit last week, but I didn't.
It's a modus tollens argument. If A, then B. If not A, then not B. So the argument, this is how it sets up, and it's a globe killer again, an absolute globe killer. We have a video, 1 foot observer height. If the horizon is 3,959 miles, all distances to the physical geometry horizon point can be no further than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. So at 1 foot, 1.225, to where the tangent location where the sphere edge would need to start going down, right? Well, there's on certain days when it's high pressure and it's clear skies and it's, we were able to get observations and measurements. And the reason this is a measurement is because we know the height of the eye of the observer. Yep. Try to be quick about this. Okay. The observation has the horizon above and behind an oil platform of a known distance of 9 points. Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We hear you. Yeah. Fine. Welcome back.
Okay. And the horizon is above
I don't mean
and
to
behind.
interrupt, but I
Do what?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lumpy. I just lost all my connection, and I was trying to get back in. I just want to make sure that I thought my computer completely broke. But as long as you guys can hear me, everybody in the chat, can you hear me?
Yeah, everything loud and clear.
Please.
Yeah, I think everything's fine. You're sounding good here.
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay, I'm sorry, Lumpy. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's a modus tollens argument. If A, then B. If not A, then not B. So the claim is that the radius is 3,959 miles, and we have an observation that debunks the tangent location that needs to be at 1.225 with the observer at 1 foot. So it changes the minimum radius to over 200,000 miles.
I've got a question, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
I get lost in all the dimensions and numbers and whatever. I kind of like just the plain logical approach to things. Rather than, like I say, all the numbers, I think it's easy to get lost in.
Sure. Do you understand the modus tollens? Because it is a logic. It's based in logic.
I'm not familiar with it.
If A, then B. If the claim were to match the reality, then it would logically follow through. But because A doesn't match B, it can't be true. So if it's 3,959 miles, all distances to the physical point where the Earth would be curving down, things would be going over the edge, should be no further than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. So just times 1.
We're back to just a lot of numbers.
No. Hold on, just a second. It's not for everybody. It's as simple as if the horizon is this, the distance needs to be no more than that. And we have a distance that's 10 times more than what can be allowed, which changes the minimum radius to over 200,000 miles. A circumference of over a million, like near 1 million miles. That's the minimum dimensions with this measurement. And we know that that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. The Earth is a flat plane, correct?
Yeah,
How large is that flat plane?
we can't
don't
know.
know.
God even said we can't know, but the globe claims to know, and that's a real problem for me nowadays.
Don't they say
They make
28 or how many thousand?
26,462, I think.
Yeah.
I think is circumference, but they've given us
But
a
see-
radius.
But
Go
see,
ahead.
Lumpy, you're preaching to the choir. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
I'm just trying to bring up the modern.
I know. I'm just saying we all agree with you.
Okay, then there's one more little nugget that's geometric. A sextant has been triangulating locations and currently does for the Blackbird, I've heard. Now, I'm not, declassified or military, but a boat would shoot the horizon through an eyepiece, make the mirror parallel with the horizon in front of them, and measure elevation angles. If the Earth was a sphere, you would be wrong because you can't measure angles with curving lines.
Correct. How high is up?
No, it's unknowable. The lights as you approach them we can't know.
Why
I don't
is
think
it
it's
unknowable?
Well, who can? You can't measure them. They're apparent. The lights in the sky.
How far can you shoot a rocket?
I don't know.
How high up will it go?
Not as high as they claim.
70,
that's for sure.
About 73 miles from everything that I've heard. Around 73 miles in the center.
It might be that. It very well could be.
It always arcs, and they land in the Bermuda Triangle, that area of the oceans where all of them land.
There's a problem with that question. We don't need to have a claim for that. But we do have a claim that says that you can measure an elevation angle and accurately triangulate. I've read through the books even. It says circles of equal altitude are made from a 90-degree angle that's created from the measurement from the sextant, the tool. And you don't have a 90 on a sphere, you don't have an angle on a sphere, and you wouldn't be able to triangulate or use SOHCAHTOA. But back to the height of the firmament, it's not a claim we need to have. We don't need to answer that. And in fact, offering an answer.
Why don't we?
Because it can't be known. Nobody's been there. We can only measure things that are of, like anything that you're looking at until you can touch and hold it. It's just an object in view. And
what
all we
about
have
that
are
rocket that hit the top. The rocket, remember,
it
that
hit
went
some.
up?
It sure seemed to have hit something.
Yeah, and that was around 70.
Well, the number that I've heard is 600 miles.
I have no idea. I wouldn't make a claim.
That's just a number that I've heard.
But look,
the
hey,
highest
Lumpy,
you can go is 600 miles.
My thing that I think you'll agree with me is there's no measurable curvature on their model they give us.
Absolutely not.
It should drop. Yeah, it should drop every mile, like squared. How many inches is it per squared?
8 inches per mile squared, or 1.225 times the
and
square.
that's not there. It's not there. That's fiction.
Laser tests. Yeah, it's not curving. It's converging. Your eyes have. It's a medical term called optical convergence, and that's where the ceiling appears to meet the floor if the hallway was long enough, or railroad tracks appear to join with distance, but neither one are any closer to the other. And I'm going to, real quick with the sextant, is I believe that all the lights in the sky's elevations are equal or parallel to the Earth. Because if you're traversing, your first measurement would get mixed up if there was any actual height differences for the measurement. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've heard all this stuff before, man. I mean, back in 2015.
What is your thinking on the planets?
They're lights in the sky. Yeah. Lights, that's it. lights that have an apparent shape, but all they do is
They're
appear
actually
to us.
angels. The Book of
They may be
Enoch talks about they're angels, like wandering stars.
the ones that fell out of their
And think about the
appointed
planets,
place.
Dub. Think about the planets. They named them all after gods, like the god Mars, the god Venus, the god. They all named
All
these
these
planets after
foreign
gods. Yeah,
foreign gods.
little g gods. Yeah, little g gods.
Yeah, foreign, and
Mhm.
yeah, and there's a lot to be said for that too.
Yeah.
It, they are occultists, but I don't think the elite believe it's a globe.
The
I
elite
don't
know
think
the truth. Yeah, they know the
they
truth.
know. They know. There's no doubt in my mind, and they've done too
Absolutely.
many truth drops in their commentary over the years that it's just they know.
Yeah,
And,
it's all a numbers game. If they can get a certain percentage of the population deceived, they don't care if the truth gets out. It's all about the numbers, in my opinion.
yeah. So, it's referred to as cowbell, but unless you have physical control over a thing, like they say that they've bounced radar off the sun, well, that can't happen because the sun's a black body. It'll absorb all light spectra. It doesn't return any information. It absorbs it all. So there's so many things wrong. And yeah, I just thought maybe that these few things it's as simple as a balloon. It's as simple as a triangle. And it's as simple as I'm not feeling myself move in any kind of direction. And nobody has ever measured Earth to move. And the Foucault pendulum is a mechanism we can't see. And if it was real, if that was happening, well, one, there wouldn't need to be a mechanism, and two, there'd be all the wrecking balls would be swinging that are hanging there. So, yeah, it's just all bad for the globe. It's over. They don't have a debate. They can't talk about any of their claims without making a fallacy in the statement.
Yeah, but the problem is they control the algorithms. They control what gets seen.
Yeah.
So there's really not much you can just wake up a couple
deception?
people.
Why?
Hide God.
I'll tell you. Hide God is one reason, and then allow for fanciful thinking as concrete, as knowledge. When it's things like
Alien
people are
deception.
standing upside down from me, water sticking to a ball, I'm moving but I can't feel it. To break the brain, man. To exchange, curiosities and things that are you wonder about into concrete because you have a question and a cool story and a solution to the question you offered in the first place. So it breaks the brain, man. I can tell people that a triangle debunks the globe, explain to them how, and this third grade concept can't follow through to the end result, which is the earth has to be level for this tool to work. And it's simple logic, but it's the breaking of the brain that did it. Things like believing space-time can have an effect in the real world when both of them are conceptual and abstract. That's breaking of the brain. And by the way, thought is supernatural. It's not a physical. There's no physicality to it. It's a gift from God.
Lumpy, have you ever heard Daniel Pratt? Some of his rants. I know you've heard.
I've heard of the name, but I'm no.
Yeah, he talks about they use mathematical numbers. Like 93 million, and like they talk about the James Webb is showing pictures from billions of light years away. It boggles people's mind.
Billions.
It's just it's cartoon. It's cartoon crap. It's garbage.
It's all garbage. Yeah, it's totally garbage.
Yeah.
It's almost like at this point they're mocking us. Kind of like when you look up, almost tweaker shelter and it turns up, the lunar module.
Yeah, it's a mind screw.
It's a mind screw. Yeah.
I'm going to try to interrupt here real quick.
I can hop off.
I don't want to be rude or anything. I just wanted to say something real quick. So I pulled up something, and I want people to understand. Okay, what? Oh, Lumpy, he left. He left. I hope he didn't get mad. I hope I wasn't rude. Was I rude?
No, not at all.
No, you weren't.
No.
I think he wanted to go.
Okay,
Lumpy,
good.
I appreciate it, man. That was some good stuff.
Yeah. I hope he didn't leave because I interrupted. But I wanted to clarify something real quick. So, for those people out there that think I'm an auto hoaxer or anything, I'm going to show you what the real news does present and what is. Thank you, Lumpy, for coming on. I really appreciate you. I hope you didn't get upset with me. I was just trying to come
Yeah, I don't
in.
think he did.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
was a good conversation, good information.
I'm going to show you something that was on the news. We were talking about it earlier about how, all the news is fake, blah, blah, blah. And I just want you guys to understand that I don't believe that everything is fake. And I'm going to show you something that happened real time when I was there and working at this place. And I want to show you what really happened that was real. So, like I said, recently I had a friend of mine present me some videos of relatives that recently got killed in a small town. And I watched the news on it. I watched the videos on it. I watched how they had a news conference on it. And it's totally different than when the news is fake. I mean, they like instantly call out the perpetrators, who the people are, who died, what their names are. And so I observed that today, and I could clearly see the difference. So I want to show you a local thing, news that happened. It's only a minute 38 seconds, but this is when I worked. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get out of here because I know I'm not sharing. Let me back up. Sorry, guys. I'm outside, so I don't have my mouse with me, so I'm like having to. Come on. It's not cooperating with me. My computer's really messing up. Sorry, guys. I'm going to screen share something that is local that happened. A guy got killed at my work. When I was working there, that was very devastating. And it was real time, live time for me. Just so you guys know, I'm not just like some stupid girl off the street that thinks it's for real.
I think we all know that.
Well, I know. I understand that. I'm just saying there is some people out there. I'm not trying to prove nothing to nobody because that's just, it is what it is. But let me get out of here. I'm doing this all without a mouse, so, and it's not, my computer's not cooperating, so there we go. Let me go here. So there is news that is real, that does present things that are real. This happened when I was working in New Mexico, and I just wanted to show you guys this. This is local. This was local in New Mexico. Let me get over here. It's only a minute 38, so here we go. This guy died at my work. I was driving up to work when all the emergency vehicles were coming in. I worked at Kroger. Of course, everybody knows Kroger has gas stations connected to them. And this was in New Mexico about 4 years ago, and 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And I was driving in when all the emergency vehicles were driving in. This guy got shot twice in the chest and was killed because we got robbed. And this is local.
Trying to figure out who the killer is. People in Edgewood can't believe this happened in their small town, and they can't believe it happened to the long-time Edgewood gas station attendant that so many of them knew. Here's News 13's Jackie Kent. She's live at the Smith's gas station in Edgewood with what people are saying.
Again, everyone knew Michael Pelkey simply as Mike. Tonight, Smith confirms he worked for the company for 12 years. Take a look behind me. His car is still here. You can see it's been transformed into a makeshift memorial. All day, people have been in and out, dropping off flowers and writing messages like, "We'll miss you, Mike." People say they'd only talk to him for a few minutes at a time when they'd pay for gas. But they'd form friendships with Mike, who they say would crack jokes and truly loved his job.
He was a good guy and had a big heart. He believed in God. Laugh, joking, and telling us the political weather and climates of the world. So he's just awesome. We're gonna miss him.
A witness says after the robbery yesterday afternoon, Pelkey followed the man out of the attendance booth when they got into some sort of confrontation. Then the robbers shot and killed Pelkey. Surveillance footage shows this white pickup believed to be connected to the incident. State police described the killer as 20 to 25 years old, at least 5'10", with a thin build. Smith says it is assisting state police with surveillance footage. We asked police if they plan to release video of the suspect. They said they don't know yet. It's up to the investigating agents to make that decision. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Jackie. Now, we are told that those Smith's gas station booths, when closed, are completely secure.
So I just kind of wanted to show you the difference between a fake newscast and a real one. And like, nobody cares. That was a very devastating thing for me. Hi, Horse Mom. How are you? Good to see you here. I just wanted to show you the difference because there is things that do happen locally that they do report.
I'm glad you did that. That's awesome. To show something real. Because there is real stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want people to understand. Let me tell you, it was devastation. I had a really hard time with it. I knew this man. He worked for the company I was working for 12 years. They didn't give a shit about him. They didn't even close the entire store down when this happened. They kept the store open continuously 24. So let me understand. That was the worst company I ever worked for. Kroger, you suck. Okay? Because it was hard as hell for anybody to continue working knowing that this man died. He got shot twice in the chest and was shot and killed right there on the scene, and we all knew him. So just so anybody has any question, I do know real shit happens. And I just wanted to lay that out because there is a difference between newscasts and the way they present things. They had this on maybe the news for like a week and it was gone. He wasn't all over the national news. He wasn't, it was very hard. And so I just want you guys to understand it's not about me. I'm just trying to present something that was real. So, yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
If it's real and the news is covering it, they can't control it. They can't control any aspects because if it's real, you know what I mean? They don't. It's true. They deal in lies. But
yeah,
that's all. I'm just saying they can't
like
control
I said,
it if it's real.
This man worked there for 12 years. Kroger didn't even shut the store down.
That's messed up.
He was shot in the same parking lot as the store. It wasn't like across the street. It wasn't like a few blocks down. It was in the same parking lot as the store. And those MFs did not shut it down for the employees to take a breath. And I'll tell you, I walked in when I drove in when all the emergency vehicles were driving in when it happened. And I had to work all night long, and it was devastating. So, yes, I do know that real happens. I want people to understand that I understand that and know that. Yeah. And just so you guys all know, Kroger is an elite. They are part of the elite class. They present, as you know, King Soopers, the King Super shooting in Colorado that happened last year or however long it was. is owned by Kroger. And so I do know when I saw that happen, they are 100% elite and they are pieces of POSs. Just so you guys know.
Yeah, you got a select few corporations, and they
They
own
are
everything.
they are right at the top. Just so you guys know.
If you go back to the original meeting of Donald Trump when he had all the corporate executives there, yeah, Kroger was there, Target was there.
Oh, when they were doing the coronavirus.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can look at the lists that were there,
Yeah,
and that
Kroger
gives
was
you
one of them.
yes, and that gives you a pretty good indication of
Right. Worst company I've ever worked for. I worked there for over 3 years. Telling you, I worked my butt off for that company, and anyway.
worse than the most recent.
Well, we're not going to get into that, but anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to get into any of that. But what I'm saying is, the most recent. All I can say about the most recent is that he's probably pretty much an elite class too, because he's a Patel, and all Patels own the majority of the hotels in the United States. So be it. But
Like
anyway.
that, Michelle, like that video about the ex Freemason. They're all foot soldiers, for the elite. There's
Right.
different levels, they're all whatever level they are, they're all working for the same ultimate entity, right?
But that company broke me. I mean, it not broke me as in
Yeah.
I was broke with no money. It broke me in half, as far as spiritually. As far as any type of person can be broken, that company did it. And just so you guys all know, that guy, when they didn't close down that store for that guy losing his life for that company, he fought the robbers. I mean, not fought him like he stood up for them, and he worked for them for 12 years, and they didn't even close down the store for half a day for that guy. And that told me everything.
Yeah,
That
they
told
don't
me
care
everything.
about real people.
Yep, they didn't care.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, you care more about money flowing in. Everybody, we had to endure so much. And I don't want to go into detail about it. I just wanted to show you guys the real time deal. Yes, there is real stories that happen on the news. I'm not all news
Absolutely,
fake,
yes.
but I'm not stupid. I'm not an idiot. I'm not lost. I'm not I'm I kind of have a feeling of what's going on. I pretty much know I'm not smarter or better than anybody in this world. Alls I know is that I do have a little bit of knowledge, and I'm not an idiot. And I just wanted to point that out.
Far, far from it. Absolutely. Very far from it. Yeah, and I like to, anytime possible, expose the deception, and I frequently say the deception is very, very deep, and it is. It's in places you would never even think about looking. Just simple, you know, why the deception here? Why there? But
You know,
there's
I watched them for 24 hours. I didn't like stand there and watch them, but it took them 24 hours to do one investigation. The outcome was it was 7 people that were in that car. They were looking for a truck or something like that, but it was 7 of them. They went to jail. They caught them. They caught all 7 of them, and they robbed. I think they all got like $7 a piece.
Wow.
for robbing him, and they took his life. And they let him out of jail. They let them all out of jail.
Not
All
a
of them.
surprise.
All of them. And this is in New Mexico. Just so you guys know. Yeah, that's our justice system. Yay!
Legal system. We've never had a justice system.
No, like the Freemason guy said, if you're part of the club, they're going to let you go. You know what I mean? You're part of it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
I just wondered,
Okay.
it got really quiet.
Yeah, it did.
Where's Michelle? Not used to quiet. She must have dropped out or booted herself or something. Who knows?
Did you boot her out this time?
Not me, man. Want no part of that for sure.
Mhm.
She'll be back.
So yeah, I mean it's all about that. I mean literally the pyramid scheme. It's like the people at the top, the people below them know a little bit less, and then so on and so forth. It's all controlled.
And as far as the events go, if I see an event and I watch yeah, she did boot herself out. Come on back, Michelle. We miss you. If I see a video about an event and I watch the video and it takes, maybe I see the video 30 minutes after it was posted and it takes me 10 minutes to watch it. And I think, this doesn't seem right to me. Welcome back, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm losing connection because I'm sitting outside.
Hey, Michelle.
Okay, but anyway, so
how's it going? Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, good to see you. And
good to see
after
you too.
Let's say an hour has gone by, I do a search on that event, and there's 40 videos listed.
Yeah, you're gonna see about 5 on the one I just showed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play some videos, Michelle.
Doctor says, Dub, did you boot her out just to the porch?
Just to the porch, yeah.
Just to the porch you go.
Yep, yeah.
All right, so you want to play some videos? Is that what you're asking?
If you got some.
I enjoyed just talking. Anybody else want to come on and chat?
I do have. Well, you know what? We don't care what you think, Dub. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you. You know I do. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's why I'm gonna dedicate a live to you next week. I wanted to do it this week, and you said no. Wait for another week. So I'm doing what you want me to do.
There you go.
Because I love you.
I needed some time to whip up some information and.
Am I still screen sharing?
No. You're not screen sharing.
No.
I'm not?
No.
No. No.
No.
All right. So I have one to show.
Okay.
Give me a second. It's hard on this computer, and my Wi-Fi is not that good because I'm on the porch.
That's not necessarily my
fault. I'm on the porch. I'm just kidding. I will do whatever it takes. All right, give me a second. I'm working as fast as my non-mousing will go. All right, so Let me go
Yes.
back here.
Yeah, Michelle, tell people to hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button because the last time I looked, there was no likes.
I see 15 now.
Oh, well, there you go.
18.
Thanks to Lumpy. Thanks to
17.
Lumpy. Thank you, Lumpy. Yeah.
Yeah, good conversation.
So I want to ask everybody. Let me go here. I'm going to just do a real quick short, and then I'm going to do another one. So, who thinks this is real?
7:33 right now. FBI agents raided former President Trump's home in Florida in an investigation into missing classified documents.
7:33, guys. 7:33.
Investigators think that Trump took the documents before leaving office. Doug Luzader has more on that fallout this morning.
This looks to be part of an investigation into missing documents, but it carries with it some serious political implications. Supporters of former President Trump protested last night near his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, angry after...
Did you guys see Q? I did.
The early morning FBI raid.
This is nuts. Just raiding the former president's house. I mean, come on.
Agents appeared to be after documents that have been the subject of a lengthy investigation into materials Trump allegedly took as he left the White House. He was actually in New York at the time of the raid, but in a statement, he said it is misconduct. The weaponization of the justice system and an
local FBI field office in Palm Beach, Florida. You know who this came from. This came from one place and one building, and that is the White House.
U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, though, may have been directly involved.
It's hard to imagine a decision of this magnitude would be made without his knowledge and approval.
And while the raid may have pertained to missing documents, it comes as the investigation into President Trump's role in the January 6th attack on the Capitol may be widening.
It shows that they are concerned that serious crimes were committed, and they're following the evidence. And now let's see what they end up doing.
And there have been issues with missing materials involving other administrations, but an FBI raid on a former president's home is without precedent. In Washington, D.C., I'm Doug Luzader for Fox 13 News.
And it took them 2 years to get around to doing that.
Well, and what they're going to do, this is my prediction, they're going to definitely... this is what's going to cause maybe an uprising in a civil war. They're going to pretend to arrest him and all kinds of stuff. What do you guys think?
Very possible, yes.
Read what Horse Mom said. I kind of agree with her. It's conditioning us for the IRS raids that are coming. They've already, they're telling us that they're buying a lot of 9mm ammo, and they're creating the IRS.
They did that years ago.
Yeah, like a police force.
But what better way to get to the conservatives?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. Because the conservatives are the only ones that are worried about, because the far left liberals are, they're the ones that they're not worried. They're the whack job liberals that want to kill babies, and they love, they're not worried about them. It's the ones that are going to come after are going to be the conservatives. Those are the ones that, you know what I mean? Those are the ones that they want to dupe.
So, one more.
All right.
One more. One more.
Let's get the party started.
Yeah. Obedience.
It is May 1962. An experiment is being conducted in the Elegant Interaction Laboratory at Yale University. The subjects are 40 males, 20 and 50, residing in the greater New Haven area. They were obtained by a newspaper advertisement and direct mail solicitation. The subjects range in occupation from corporation presidents to good humormen and plumbers, and in educational level from one who had not finished elementary school to subjects who have doctorate and other professional degrees.
Got it. See right here. Now, both of you have been paid. So let me sit right down. So let me say that these checks of yours simply for showing up at the lab. And from this point on, no matter what happens, the money is yours. I should like to tell both of you a little about the memory project. Psychologists have developed several theories to explain how people learn various types of material. Some of the better known theories are treated in the book over there, the teaching learning process by Cantor. One theory is that people learn things correctly whenever they get punished for making a mistake. A common application of this theory would be when parents spank a child who does something wrong. But actually, we know very little about the effect of punishment on learning because almost no truly scientific studies have been of it in human beings. For instance,
Oops.
What happened?
Maybe her laptop died. I don't know. Maybe she kicked herself out. Anyway, she'll be back in a minute, one way or another.
Yep.
Either that or she can come in and I'll give her my
we don't know how much
headset.
difference it makes
Oh,
to who's
there it
giving
goes.
punishment, whether an
We're
adult
back.
generates electric shocks. When you press one of the switches all the way down, the learner gets a shock. Like that. The switch will remain in this middle position after you released it to show you which switches you used on the board. Of course, if you were to press any one of them again, the learner would get another shock.
All subjects are given identical instructions and the sample shock.
I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and estimate the number of volts you receive in the sample shock. Do not open your eyes until I tell you to do so, please. Close them now. Okay, you may.
Yep, those
In your eyes,
experiments.
you may also use the verbal designations, slight, moderate, strong, so forth. A number, please. Would you? 75. Well, actually, it was 45. Although it may have seemed stronger because of the electrode paste that provides a perfect contact. All right, let's go on to our instructions. We will begin with this test. In this list. Once to the learner until you've read through the entire list. Direct your voice toward that microphone as the rooms are partially soundproof. After you've read through the list once, you'll go on to the next page.
Not
You
sure
there?
what's happening.
What
Yeah.
happened?
And you're starting the line.
Oh, no. Maybe having net
You would
problems.
say wrong. Then tell him the number of volts you're going to give him.
Yeah, it keeps cutting on and cutting off.
Give him the
Yeah.
Then read the correct word pair once. And then go on to the next line.
Can you step out there and ask her what's going on?
15 volts. You press the release.
Yep.
All right.
Something going on?
Meanwhile, I'm going to mute.
Okay, there she
no,
is.
the video was kind of stopping and starting. We were
Stopping
wondering
and
if
starting.
something was going on.
Because I don't have good internet because I'm not like far away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So it's choppy.
Yeah,
You know
it's a
what?
little choppy.
You're having trouble doing this, but yet back in the '60s, they talked to the moon from a landline. You know, what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
two
They
hundred
did.
thousand miles away. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to landlines.
It's
Hi,
kind of
baby. How are
inconvenient
you?
though.
Yeah,
Landlines are difficult when you're out somewhere meeting someone at a location and
I
you
know, right?
need to know where they are and if they're coming or something's happened to them. Uh, we couldn't do that with landlines.
Yeah. See, the thing about the whole QAnon is talking about the white hats. What it is it gives people false hope that there's a good group. They believe that there's like military intelligence that are really have our best interest. You know what I mean? They're putting their faith in certain people that are in high ranking positions. And I'm telling you, if you guys hadn't looked into the whole QAnon thing, something's up with that. I mean, it's a big deception, but it's coming.
I don't think anything's coming as a result of it. It's just a deception, and it gives
False hope,
people
yeah.
false hope that
Yep.
are expecting the white horse to ride in on their white horse and save the day. And
Hmm.
it's coming. It's going to happen, and they're looking for that day. It's going to happen.
Yep.
And I know some people that are among that group that are sitting on the edge of their seats waiting.
Oh, I know several people like that.
I know I am.
Yeah.
Michelle's a 8'8" baby. She's got Trump tattooed on her arm.
I'm like JFK.
Yeah, there you
JFK.
go.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
JFK. JFK.
What are you gonna play, Michelle? Let's see. What?
I'm going to try to play the rest of this.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Switch. Read blue girl, and then go on to the next line. I see. Now, each time he gives a wrong answer, you move up one switch on the shock generator. I see. And it's important that you follow this procedure exactly. So to help you, let me go through it again very quickly. Right. I would suggest you read the list and the test at a brisk pace to keep it moving.
The victim was an accomplice of the experimenter. The drawing was rigged so that the naive subject was always the teacher, and the accomplice always became the learner.
Well, 100 people placed in this situation, how many do you think would just go right on to the end? And Mr. Wallace were out there, and say Mr. Williams, for some reason or other, said, keep going. You're asking me how many? 100, right. Well, personally, I think, if you get one or two, you'd be lucky. Well, I'm not sure lucky is the right word.
40 psychiatrists at a leading medical school were also asked to predict the performance of 100 hypothetical subjects. They predicted that only a little more than 1/10 of 1% of the subjects would administer the highest shock on the board. Yet actually, 50% of the subjects obeyed the experimenter's commands fully in the experiment depicted in this film.
165 volts. Time. Let me out! That guy's hollering in there. Continue, please. Go on. Well, there's a lot of them here. You know, they all have a heart condition then. You know where they go? Just continue, please. Sharp. Axe, needle, stick, blade. That's wrong. I'm up to 180 volts. Please continue, teacher. Needle, you're gonna get a shock. 180 volts. I can't
can't stand it. I'm not going to kill that man. You hear him hollering? They said before, the shocks may be painful, but they're not dangerous. They're hollering. He can't stand it. What if something happens to him? The experiment requires that you continue teaching. Yeah, but I'm not going to get that man sick in there. I mean, he's hollering in there. You know what I mean? Whether the learner likes it or not, we must go on until he's learned all the words. I refuse to take the responsibility of getting hurt in there. He's in there hollering. It's absolutely essential that you continue, teacher. There's too many left here. Geez, he gets wrong here. There's too many of them left. Who's going to take the responsibility if anything happens to that gentleman? I'm responsible for anything that happens here. Continue, please. All right, next one, slow. Wrong. Answer is neck. 300 volts.
Oh! I absolutely refuse to answer anymore. Get me out of here. You can't hold me here. Get me out. Get me out of here.
Continue. The next word is green, please.
Green, grass, hat, ink, apple.
Okay, well, he won't answer. If the learner doesn't answer in a reasonable time, about 4 or 5 seconds, consider the answer wrong and follow the same procedures you have been doing for wrong answers. Say wrong, tell them the number of volts, give them the punishment, read in the correct answer.
Oh, man.
Continue, please.
Something's happened to that man in there. Nice one, gold, dollar necklace, moon, paint. Something's happened to that man in there. You better check in on him, sir. He won't answer me or nothing.
Please continue. Go on, please.
You accept all the responsibility?
The responsibility is mine, correct. Please go on.
Gray, woman, soldier, dog, horse. Answer is woman, 450 volts. That's it.
Now continue using the last switch on the board, please. The 450 switch for each wrong answer. Continue, please.
I'm not getting no answer.
Please continue. The next word is white.
Do you think you should look in on him, please?
Not once we've started the experiment.
But what if something's happened to the man, had an attack or something there?
The experiment requires that we continue. Go on, please.
Don't the man's health mean anything?
Whether the learner likes it or not,
But he might be dead in there. Some people, sir.
Please continue.
I don't have to be rude, but I think you should look in on him. All you gotta do is look at the door. If I don't get no answer, no noise, something I think has happened to the gentleman in there, sir.
We must continue. Go on, please.
You're gonna keep giving him, 450 volts every shot now?
That's correct. Continue. The next word is white.
White, 450 volts. Next one is short. Sentence, movie,
Shotgun.
Excuse me, teacher. We'll have to discontinue the experiment. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. How do you feel about it?
I feel all right, but I don't like what's happened to that fellow in there. He's been howling, and we had to keep giving him shocks. I don't like that one bit. He wanted to get out, and he just kept going, kept throwing 450 volts. I don't like that. He wouldn't even look at him, that gentleman.
Well, who was actually pushing the switch?
I was. But he kept insisting. I told him no, but he said he's got to keep going. I told him it's time we stopped when we got up to 195, 210 volts.
But why didn't you just stop?
He wouldn't let me. I wanted to stop.
Many people, not knowing much about the experiment, claim that subjects who go to the end of the board are sadistic. Nothing could be more foolish as an overall characterization of these persons. The context of their action must always be considered. The individual, upon entering the laboratory, becomes integrated into a situation that carries its own momentum. The results, as I observe them in the laboratory, are disturbing. They raise the possibility that human nature cannot be counted on to insulate men from brutality and inhumane treatment at the direction of malevolent authority. A substantial proportion of people do what they are told to do, irrespective of the content of the act and without limitations of conscience, so long as they perceive that the command comes from a legitimate authority. If in this study, an anonymous experimenter could successfully command adults to subdue a 50-year-old man and force on him painful electric shocks against his protests, one can only wonder what government, with its vastly greater authority and prestige, can command of its subjects.
And yes, hello.
My mouth was full of cookies.
Cookies.
Oh, it stopped at the wrong time again,
Yeah,
huh?
I was like,
Yeah.
hello.
Hey, Michelle,
Hmm.
I got a short one. I mean, I know a lot of people probably seen it, but play that Paul Harvey, that 3 minute from 1965. I think that's a really good one. It's only 3 minutes. Remember if I were the devil?
Yeah, that's a
Maybe
good one.
somebody hadn't seen that. That's a really good one.
You just put it out yesterday, right?
Did it? See,
Yesterday. I know what's up.
2 days ago. A warning from 1965. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, Paul Harvey was definitely a Freemason. That's
Time
why
to
he
get the
predicted the future, and
conspiracy.
they're all part of
Listen
the
to our
club.
Oh yeah. Agreed. It's a good one.
government agencies. These guys are telling the truth. You know, there's no
I love
conspiracy
that
here,
part.
folks. Get your damn.
Get your damn vaccine.
You can now get the monkey vaccine too.
Police officer opening fire on a man running away.
Later, another shooting was reported at a Paris shopping mall.
ISIS is again threatening the U.S.
Morning again, Georgia. He claims no drugs right now, but we did talk a lot about his past drug use.
If I were the devil, if I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. Thee. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of the serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old, I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies, and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions, just let those run wild. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who want it until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. and thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing. Paul Harvey. Good day.
Hallelujah. Okay, sorry. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.
Do it nicely.
That's too loud.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Good night, Rita. Good to see you.
Good night, Rita. Love that you came by. For real.
Hope to see you next week.
For real.
Night.
For real.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, I won't be on the porch next week. I'm just kidding.
No, you won't be. She'll
next time I'll be in the car.
No, she'll be inside next
Down
week.
the street. I'm just kidding.
It will all be rectified this week for sure.
I'm just kidding.
And hello,
All the while, a bigger
Gil has
cycle is
shown
surrounding
up.
both good and evil that neither can ever control, no matter how intelligent. I was trying to read Yo Laserbeam. Do you want to see if
Okay.
anybody wants to come on?
Yes.
Tanya
I can
shared
do
a
that.
link. Yeah.
I can do it. Do it.
Most,
Do
Anybody
it.
like
most
to come
people are
on and
most
join
people
the
are
chat?
chicken. They don't want to come on. Good night, Jill.
Well,
Good night, Jill. Thank you for coming by. Love
Yeah.
you. This is
Horse
actually
Mom.
kind of-
Horse Mom, come on. Or Tanya. Or Yo. Or Doctor
Or
Steven.
Anybody.
Anybody wants to
Right.
come on.
yeah. It's easy.
It's easy as peasy.
Sorry.
God bless Jill. I appreciate you coming on and watching. Hope you have a good night.
It's different now that I'm on the
Tanya,
board.
don't worry about what you sound. Come on, Tanya. Come on. Don't worry.
You can't
don't
have a
sound
voice
gross.
worse
You know
than
what?
mine, so
There you go. No, I didn't mean it like that. Caught cootie from a VBS. Well, cooties can't be spread over the internet.
That's right.
I don't know. Maybe they can.
Maybe they can.
You know how some of
Everybody
that other
just
stuff
don't
spreads.
go outside your house. Don't leave your house. Close your windows. Don't go to the grocery store. You know,
Be in
but-
fear. Be
but
scared. Be in fear.
But get your vaccine, please.
Yeah.
Please.
There is no conspiracy here. Trust your government. Come on.
And please,
Oh, yeah.
Please contribute to my GoFraudMe account.
Yeah.
It's in the link in the description. Just kidding.
Hey, if you enjoy the content,
Yeah.
pay me. Yeah.
Pay me in my GoFraudMe account, please.
Hmm. Hey, let me give a plug to Noble Gold real quick.
Noble Gold.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
If you have some, invest in it. Okay. I'm okay. That's my commercial for them.
Yeah. You know, I think that's another reason we don't do that great on YouTube is because we don't even like let them play ads. So we're like, what they say, viably or non-viable. We have no benefits to them. You know,
Well,
we're like,
I don't make any money off of YouTube, and I actually don't have any money.
yeah, but see, they're not even making money off
They're
us.
like-
You know, we don't even let them advertise for them.
Right.
Right.
So,
And
that's
I
why
have
they don't
Ad
care.
Blocker Plus on my
Yeah, exactly.
browsers, so
But if you want to donate to my GoFraudMe account, it's in the description of my live.
Speaking of that, the house that the recent actor drove through, her friend, a friend of the lady's house.
What? What?
The house that the actress drove through and caught fire, but there was no evidence of any burning.
Oh, okay.
A friend of the lady that owned that house set up a GoFundMe for her.
Well, there you
Of
go.
course.
How convenient.
Hey,
But she needed it.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
play the real quick the one about Ann Hesh. You were talking about it. He did a short video.
Right.
Where
That's
is
who
it?
he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's who I was talking about.
William, did you see the video? You want me to share the video link?
I watched about 4 or 5 of them just before we started.
This just got put out. It says strange things surrounding Ann Hesh accident. I'll send it
Drop
to you real
the
quick.
link.
I'm doing it right now. Okay. BB's going live while you're live.
If you want to survive, you have to buy my food that I'm going to provide for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the link in the description.
Yeah.
You gotta trust the experts.
If you wanna buy
Here you
my
go,
t-shirts,
Michelle.
my t-shirts are in the link in the description.
I posted it in
They're
the
$30
comments.
a shirt, but I'm telling you, it'll say Michelle Frost is the truth. Yep, that's it, everybody.
Did you get it, Michelle? It's in the comments right there.
I see it now. But just so you guys know, hit those links in the description. You're gonna pay. I'm just kidding. You're gonna pay. Okay, so give me a second. I'm gonna echo. Give me a second. I'm gonna
Echo.
Echo.
Hello, 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 hello.
What?
Get some beans and bullets.
That's right.
In a world that is crazy.
Stop.
It's not screen sharing.
Look, I
No,
have
I don't. You know, I don't promote this channel. He's got some good stuff. I don't know him personally, but he seems like a pretty good dude. So I mean, he's got some, short videos.
Is this the guy that was talking about the event that wasn't showing anything?
I don't know. Keep watching. You'll see in a second if it's him.
Give me a second. It's taking me a while with no mouse. Since I'm on the porch.
You got kicked down the porch.
I'm on the porch, guys. All right. All right. Here we go. Oh, wait.
Roll.
Hold on. I want to make sure I'm full screen.
Yep.
Oh, I am. Okay, good.
Now you are.
Weezy, we are searching for answers. We are searching for the truth. Welcome to the Truth Zone.
I am, believe me, I am listening to what these guys are talking about. Oh, maybe they're bringing them out the other side. We just can't see it because, yes, they got them out the passenger side, thank God. And this is the first time we're going to see this this victim. It doesn't look that good, but yeah, it does look terrible.
There it is.
We'll see if maybe they're just moving him out of there, or if they put him in an ambulance. That's some sort of sign, but yes. So basically, the activity that we were looking for, that that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other side of the vehicle.
You know, I kind of want to look back. I don't know if I'm looking for something that I should be looking for, but let's go back one more time.
See it because, yes, they got him out the passenger side, thank God. And this is the first time we're going to see this this
All
victim.
covered up
and
She's gonna break
strapped in.
It doesn't look.
She's
that
going to break
good,
through
but
the scrap,
yeah, it does look
the
terrible.
strap.
We'll
That's
just
crazy.
See if maybe they're just moving him out of there, or if they put him in an ambulance. That's some sort of sign, but yes. So basically,
And they're going to go around.
Why do they keep saying him?
That anxious or that quick
Oh,
moving.
pause it real quick. Pause it.
Oh my gosh.
Did they say him?
Michelle. Yes,
Did they say
keep
him?
saying
Yeah,
pause
they were
it.
saying
They
they
keep
got
saying
him out
him.
of the right
They
side.
keep saying him. That's
All
what I
right.
was just saying. Rewind it about 10 seconds. That's nuts.
It doesn't look that good, but yeah, it does look terrible.
And see how high up that last strap is?
We'll just see if maybe they're just moving him out of there, or if they put
Moving
him in an
him.
ambulance. That's
Yep.
some sort of sign, but yes. So
Him.
basically, the activity that we were looking for, that that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other
That's
side
the smoking
of the vehicle.
gun right there.
Oh my gosh, he's completely alive.
What the hell?
He's completely alive.
That's the smoking gun. Really. That's it. Come on, that's just
Well, and she had burns over
looks like a guy.
90% of her body. Yeah.
Hey guys, it looks like I'm moving back inside because my battery's going to die.
Well,
seen
come
that.
on back. And
Alright.
I'll probably mute for a little bit. And then,
I'm just telling you.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, come on in. We don't want your battery
Y'all-
dying, that's for sure.
Y'all need to get
We'll
somebody
work
else in
out
here. I
something
got
out.
about 30 minutes before my battery dies. It gets hot when you're doing the live streams.
I'm going to try to shield my mic to where I don't pick up from her. We'll see how it works. She's coming back in after being banished to the steps.
Banished. But this is Ann Hesh, and they keep saying him. Him.
Well, it's
You know?
supposed to be Ann Hesh that was driving the
Yeah, that's what
car
I'm
that
saying.
had
It's
the
just-
crash, and
But now with the pronouns, there'll be like, oh, she likes him and he, and just stupidness.
just there's no validity to a lot of the stuff that they
Dub,
show us.
Yep. When you were in your 20s, man, did you hear any nonsense like this? Pronouns or, were there anything?
No, not even close.
That's what I was saying.
Not even close.
You remember back when there was a radio show guy, I think it was back when Elvis was popular. My mom said that they found out that he was gay, and it was like a real big story, and they ended up firing him and all kinds of crazy stuff. Do you remember that?
No.
A real big radio personality.
Didn't hear anything of it.
I'll have to
But
ask my mom what his name was. I can't remember.
Yeah, do that. That may help. But I did meet Elvis, though. And made chocolate sundaes for him.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right.
Okay, she's back and it sounded good, huh?
All right. So, are we going to play the rest of this video?
Go ahead. Yep.
There we go.
You are now tuned into another episode of The Truth Zone. This is your host, Truth Seeker here. I would ask that you would just like the video, comment down below, hit the bell icon. Be much appreciated. So let's talk about the whole Anne Hesh thing. At least I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She was going to be releasing a film on human trafficking, and it's still going to air. And apparently, according to reports, she's not expected to survive after a severe
That's the dude.
brain injury. But as you've seen from the video, the person got up. And then here we see the whole gematria stuff. 39 equals 53 in gematria.
That's not 39. That's
You see it, 39.
63.
And also, Girl in Room 13 equals 63, and that's the name of the movie that she's releasing.
That's
also,
6
you
times
gotta
3.
keep in mind that number 13, that's another number they like.
No.
And her full name equals 73, human trafficking equals 73, sacrifice equals 73. So these things are just very interesting and just makes you wonder about everything. She also starred in a movie called Toxic Skies back in 2008. What this movie was about was they were spraying stuff in the air, and it was affecting people. I've actually not watched the movie myself, but this is way back in 2008 when this was released. But this whole thing does look very suspicious. And also the 63, aka the 3 6s, 666, one of their other favorite numbers they love to use. But tell me what you think about all of this down below in the comment section. And this is Truth Seeker signing out.
Okay, we're getting feedback. Feedback.
I will mute. Muting.
You don't have to mute, Dub.
Well, I think that'll solve the feedback thing. Okay, you can keep it now.
Okay.
I think he was a little off on his numbers, but that's just me, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you think I was lost?
No.
We're really going to have to fix this problem.
Do you think it's StreamYard?
No, it's just the fact that we're in the same room and we pick up feedback, and we're operating with a diminished headset situation, which will be corrected because we will have new headsets for next week. And they're just not, it's kind of difficult being in the same few feet apart to do this.
It will be fixed before next time.
Absolutely.
Are you guys getting echo?
A little bit.
A little bit. I'm laughing because if you could see Dub right now.
Nope.
Nope.
Dub, what are you doing right now?
He's got a big rag over his microphone.
I'm trying to shield my mic so picking up her voice.
I'm going to be buying me some headphones. I don't care if it's the last thing I have to do.
Donate them some headphones. For my sake.
If you want to donate me some headphones,
For my sake.
go to my Go Fraud Me account.
Okay.
In the description of this live. Oh my God. That's too funny. I'm sorry, guys. I'm laughing.
You're good.
It's pretty funny looking at it. Anyway, let me gather myself. Oh.
I turned my volume down some too. Maybe that'll help.
We're going to figure this out, guys. I promise you. I promise. Oh. So, what have you guys seen this week that has just blown your mind away?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see.
That is really something that you'd like to share.
Let's
I'm
see
not
what's.
talking about some old video or blah blah blah. I'm talking about something that you've seen this week that you're just mind-boggling about.
Share the link. Get somebody to come on.
Okay.
J Love, come on. Let's get J Love to come on.
It was working when Michelle was
shared the
out on
link.
the steps.
J Love, you gonna come on with us?
Monkeypox. We can't talk about that on this channel. We can't talk about any type of virus. Or I would.
She's like, no.
Absolutely no
Well, horse mom.
misinformation.
And Yo said he was going to come on last week, but he didn't want to come on now.
Getting Yo on is like pulling teeth. But once you get him on, it's like gold.
Yep. Horse mom doesn't want to come on.
Wise Up channel is mind-blowing. Have you heard of that channel, Dub? Chuck?
Horse mom says she asked how. Horse mom, just click the link. See Michelle Frost drop that link. All you gotta do is click on it and just keep clicking, and it will bring you on. It's really easy. Yeah, just keep clicking.
You'll have to mute the mic and the camera. Oh, we got feedback.
It's not bad.
So if you click the link and then you have to have Chrome as your browser, whether it's your phone.
Yes,
or
you
your
can do it on your
computer.
phone. Just try it.
And then you have to turn off. Just click on where it says mic and camera. You click that off. You scroll down, and then you're gonna put whatever name your name is, and then you're gonna click. I guess add to show or.
And YouTube.
Ooh.
Oh, it just got muted.
All right, what I was going
There
to
you go.
say is to mute your YouTube audio before you come on.
Yes, yeah, mute the sound, definitely. Is she in here?
No.
No.
Yeah, they're trying to pass off polio now as being normal. Very good topic. Although we can't talk about it. Just saying.
Sure we can.
Sure we can. Trying to get me taken down, Chuck?
No, on the live stream, I don't think anything's happened. We've talked about some crazy stuff on here that
Yeah, I
usually they
know.
don't let you, and they haven't done anything. TIU, have you come on here before? He's came on here. I remember he had some good stuff to say.
There's the link. There's the link. There's the link. I dare you. I'm just kidding. Here we go. All right, there's Chuck. I told you not to say that, Chuck.
Yeah, I got booted.
Cinda
Chris Thompson, come on.
Wait, who? I don't know who
Yeah.
Cinda. I haven't seen that person in my chat.
Who is it?
Cinda. Cinda. No.
We'll see what they got to say. We can always
No,
kick. You always
I'm
kick
not,
them
I'm
off.
not doing it. I'm kicking them. Kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No. It was a porno.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cinda is horse mom. J Love said.
What?
You just kicked out horse
No.
mom.
No, because the last name.
Horse mom's not pornography.
No, the last name was not good. Not in my eyes. Let's see. Come back, horse mom.
It's me, horse mom. She said, look, it's me, horse mom, Cindy.
All right. Well, come back.
Come back. Do it again,
I'm
horse
so
mom.
sorry. Well, you came in as a different name, and I'm not all about that.
Michelle kicked me off.
I know. I'm a kicker.
Come on, horse mom. She didn't mean
Come
to.
on-
She thought
come
you
on
were a
back
porn
up.
bot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You might want to put your earphones on.
That's the best thing is to hear people that are in the chat to get to know everybody. J Love, that might have been your fault.
Hi, horse mom.
Hi. You kicked me off.
How are you?
I'm good. I was like, I'm on. And then all of a sudden I heard you say, I'm getting rid of her.
I didn't know who it
I was
was.
like, no. I finally got the courage and then I got booted.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Hey, horse mom. Hey, horse mom. How you doing?
Hi, Chuck. But I want to get rid of my camera. So how do I do that?
So
Just hit the camera button.
okay, there. Now
Bottom
I feel
left. Yeah, there you go.
okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
There we go. Oh my gosh, first time.
Let's hear what you
I
got
know.
to say.
See you here.
Okay, let's get the elephant out of the room. I know I sound very young.
No, you don't. You sound good.
It's my voice. But
It looks like where you're at. Where are you from?
I'm from California.
Well,
Ooh,
why does
California.
it look light there?
It looks what?
Light.
Oh, it is. It's very light.
It's very light.
It's actually still
California.
pretty hot out. It's like probably 85 right now. So I'm sitting outside.
So the sun has not gone down.
Yeah, the sun, it's only 7:27 here right now. So,
Wow.
yeah. And it'll get dark around 8:30.
Well,
It makes you feel like a loser for not doing more stuff, but
horse
I
mom, what
did-
do you like? What do you want us to play? I mean, what's your topic?
Well, what's been interesting, I don't know if you guys heard about the new bird flu,
A little bit.
but it's over here in Sacramento, which is near me. So I'm kind of concerned, but I think they use the PCR test which is, we all know, faulty. So I really don't know if it's a real thing or not. And I'm looking at my ducks and chickens right now, and it's I don't know if you heard about like in other countries, they come to your property and euthanize all your birds. So they're telling us to keep them all locked in like undercover away from wild birds. So it's pretty scary. So
That's crazy.
yeah. But I don't even think it's real. I don't know why I don't believe it.
I'm gonna just tell you what I think.
Yeah.
You can't get flu from an animal.
Well, not people,
No, I
but
don't think you can.
I think they're trying to get rid of like our
Have you
know, our livestock.
Have you ever seen your chickens or your dogs or anybody have the sniffles?
Yeah, of course.
But like, have you seen a chicken get the sniffles?
No. Have you?
Have you seen a duck?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I know. So it's like what you were talking about. It was only on the news, so I don't know.
Right.
If it's
Yeah.
real or not,
So they're trying to scare you, and plus you're in California, and I'm not saying anything bad about California. I'm just gonna say that they're just trying to put fear,
Mhm.
and they're gonna try to shut you down because they're gonna try to cut you off from all that.
Yeah.
And that's just my opinion. If anybody disagrees, please let me know in the chat.
I disagree. I totally disagree.
But they,
No, I'm
but
just
they
kidding.
really
I'm just
were
kidding.
killing people's. They really were killing people's chickens and ducks, like in the
Yeah,
UK
no,
and
yeah,
stuff.
that's
So
nuts.
That's a real thing. That's
yeah.
definitely a real thing. But they're doing it because they're saying that there's bird flu.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with them. I felt
No.
sorry for this one guy. He was elderly, and his ducks were like his, his little family, and he was like crying. It was really sad.
Well, yeah, it's really sad, and I'll tell you, they're doing that to cut the food supply.
Yes, that's what my thought was too.
Yeah. So yeah, don't. You need to fight that all the way because we have a little rabbit here. We have a domestic rabbit, and
Oh, I know. I saw a picture of it. It's like
Yeah.
a caramel color. Really cute.
yeah, and I'm all about any animal, and yeah, some people hunt, and
Yeah.
I understand all that, and that might take place when we need to. But what I'm saying is, it's all fake news.
I know. And all the ranchers are selling all their cattle off because of the drought. And in Texas, they can't really take care of them anymore. So it's going to get bad in the next couple of years, I think.
So,
for the
Horse
food.
Mom, what do you see where you live the most? What about like
I
chemtrails or? where you
Yeah,
live?
I haven't seen those in a while. I remember I sent you
Really?
that video. That was gnarly. It was like so close. I haven't seen. It's been very clear lately. It's been very bizarre. Like no clouds at all.
Wow, that is bizarre.
Yeah, it's usually it's a lot of overcast, but it's been very clear, very hot, very dry. That's been the main thing. Is just tired of hearing about the drought.
Well, they're killing the crops.
Yeah, we're a little agricultural town. We're a very small little town, and we grow corn, and there's a lot of ranches and stuff like that. But
Right.
the canals are still full. I always check, and every time I drive by, there's still lots of water in our canals.
Right.
So-
Well, I just want to tell you how good it is to hear your voice because you're awesome,
Thank you.
Horse Mom.
Thank you. I love listening to you guys.
I mean, I just
Especially
want to let you know that. I'm so thankful that you came on here.
Thank you. Actually, I feel pretty comfortable.
Yeah, you should. You should.
My family. It's like I'm sitting around
Yeah,
talking to
you've been
family.
on here for a while. I've seen you on my
Yeah.
channel a bunch.
Yeah, I love your channel. It seems like we're running out of channels. It's hard to find stuff to watch anymore.
There's not a lot. That's why I try to put out a lot of stuff because there's not a whole lot of stuff out.
Yeah, keep it going. There was one gematria guy I was watching, Joseph, and he just got fed up and had like a video a couple days ago and said he was done.
He puts a lot of stuff out though, like all
Yeah,
the time.
he works really hard. But he was like, I'm done. Nobody's watching and sharing my videos, which I thought that kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. Like, what's your motive?
I
You know?
just wanted to say, Harsh Mom, it's good to have you on here. You're doing great. Thank you. I'm muting now because I'm.
Bye, Dad.
Oh my gosh. There's like major feedback. I'm so sorry.
We got Dr. Red Dirk on here now.
I want to say hi to J Love.
J Love, you're wonderful.
She's really sweet. We email once in a while.
Welcome, Doctor. Are you there?
Howdy, howdy.
Oh, yay, someone else.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
We
can.
hear you loud and clear.
Loud and screeching.
All right.
Just kidding.
For your answer, I've seen a chicken with sniffles.
What you got to say, man? What's the big one?
I've seen a chicken with sniffles, and then it crossed the road.
And why did it cross the road?
To get to the Kleenex.
To get to the Kleenex. That's a good one.
Well, I don't know. Their nose is kind of on top of their beak, and it's like two little holes.
Yeah, I've never seen a chicken with the flu. I had a close eye on a chicken for about 4 months before I moved here, and if anybody watches my videos, they know. But I haven't seen anything. No sniffle. I didn't even have to offer my chicken a Kleenex. Welcome. Hi, Grumpy.
How about a mask? Here you go.
Well, I just don't believe in them. I just don't believe in masks, so I can't.
I don't either. They're still wearing them here.
Yeah, everywhere
California.
I go, everywhere I look, and everywhere I go, they're still wearing them.
Yeah, it's bad in California. Very bad. And they wear them walking down the street all by themselves. It'll be 110 out. It's just, you kind of want to say something, but you don't.
Yeah, you do. You really do want to say something, but it's you don't want to run into a Karen.
No, that's true.
No, you just don't. That's too much drama for me.
I actually got yelled at by someone at the dollar store for not wearing one.
Yeah, from a Karen.
But she was, she was a chicken. She was in her car, and so it was a teenager and her friend, and she slowed down. I was in the parking lot, and she yelled some nasty things because I wasn't wearing a mask, and then she sped off really quick.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, come back,
come back, lady,
please come back."
Girl,
made me mad. I was like, "Come back."
Really, come back. And
that was like when. That was like when you were, during the 2020 and you're really fed up and you just want a confrontation.
Absolutely. And Doctor, did you want to say what's going on with you, Doctor?
Well, let's see. Where do we start?
What do you got to say? Tell us your story.
Tell me. Well, I'm kind of with Horse Mom. This chicken shit's a bunch of bullshit, but I am worried about the food supply, being a farmer forever and ever. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband's a farmer.
I was born and raised on a farm, so I kind of know what that's all about.
Oh, what kind of farming, Michelle?
My dad had 210 acres of land, so he had hay and corn and
hay.
Hey.
I mean, no, I mean hay is like gold right now. We're paying up the butt for hay right now. I got 20 horses.
How much is it up there?
$25 a bale.
Wow.
No way.
Yep.
How much are round bales?
I don't buy round bales because my horses are all like separated. So like they use round bales like for fields and stuff like that, but for big places, but it's a lot. right now. The hay. It's killing us.
It's between 8 and 15 here, and 100 and 125 on a round.
And where's that at, Doctor?
A bale?
A bale.
8 to 15? Sorry, Michelle. I was like,
No.
where do we live? I'm moving there.
Where are you,
Texas.
Doctor? In Texas?
I'm in Texas. Yep.
For alfalfa? 8 to
Oh, hell.
$15?
No, this is just wheat
Like
straw,
grass?
shit like
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine are spoiled.
Alfalfa is about 20, 25.
Yeah. Mine are thoroughbreds. They're very spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so happy you guys came on. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Well, I'll let you get back to your show.
No. Stay on, please. Unless you have to get off.
No, I'm just sitting on the porch, looking at my chickens.
That's totally cool.
Well, you can come help me shell peas. That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
okay, so you guys stay on here. I'm going to show you my past chicken. I'm going to show you one that is so cool about how much I love animals and chickens and stuff.
I hear snoring.
Is Dub awake or is that T-Man?
Someone's snoring.
No, nobody here. Unless it's Chuck.
Chuck, you alive?
Chuck's snoring. We're boring Chuck.
Chuck? Oh, Chuck!
Oh, that hurt my confidence a little, Chuck. I'm not going to lie.
One. Are y'all there? Okay, can you hear me? I'm here.
Show us your chicken, Michelle.
Chuck, you were snoring and we could hear you.
That wasn't me.
It wasn't me. All right. So
I had
me
a
show
rough
you the
weekend.
chicken.
Let's hear it. What do you got?
You were tired, Chuck.
Men can fall
what?
asleep like instantly.
I know, right?
I did. I don't know why. I wasn't.
Everybody's like, someone's snoring. And I was like, what? Oh, let me.
Rewind it. I want to hear what it sounded like.
Oh, so you weren't faking it? I thought you were like sending a message that the conversation was
No,
boring.
I don't know. I mean, I was just sitting here and.
And he's like,
lights out for Chuck.
Okay, so if anybody has chickens, you tell me if you've ever seen a chicken do this. This is the chicken I took care of for 4 months that was at my work, and I started feeding her and attending her, and I miss her very much. But this is my chicken that I'm no longer with, that I left. Hold on. Give me
She's a Rhode Island Red.
You can get in there?
She can jump in the car.
Let me see. So this is my car. Let's see. I'm not going to subscribe, but check it out.
Are ya? Well, get in.
Oh.
Get in.
She wants to lay eggs in there, Michelle.
She did.
Get in there.
Yeah.
She did. She was coming. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do that with my little ranch car. They lay eggs in there.
That was my chicken.
Now this time, don't wait too long.
Can you have a chicken where you live, like in residential area? Because some places you can't. Some allow it, some don't.
You better get your business done.
We probably could, but I would only want a free range chicken.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, yeah, that's what kept me going in Missouri was the chickens and the cats and the the strays. I fed the stray cats and the chicken and the. I spent a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
every time I got paid, I lived paycheck to paycheck, but they came first. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. That must have been hard to leave, wondering if someone else was gonna pass the baton.
Well, let me tell you this. When I left all the feed that I had for the chicken in my room. I left everything for them. And yeah, I've wondered it, but I don't want to dwell on it because it will
Yeah.
destroy me inside. Do you?
Did you name her? Did you have a name for
Yeah,
the
her
chicken?
name was Chicken Bok Bok.
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 Mm.
Yeah, she was my Chicken Bok Bok. Um,
What?
I'll show you one
Why
more
didn't you bring it?
because I couldn't. I could barely fit what I could, but this was her again. I had so many videos.
Chicken
But chickens have
stick and a
personalities.
spare tire.
Bok Bok.
Oh. She's a Rhode Island Red, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
looks
cool.
like a little Rhode Island
I'm
Red.
cutting you on my Bluetooth.
You sure are a fat chicken. Yeah.
Pretty girl.
Chicken Bok Bok.
Hey, can you hear?
Chicken Bok Bok. Yeah, that was my Chicken Bok Bok.
Beautiful bird sounds in the back too.
Oh yeah. I was like,
Is-
are those birdies?
What's Missouri like? Is it pretty flat? Is there mountains or?
I don't know. I didn't get to see much of it. I got there and it just sucked. Put it
Yeah.
that way. So it was misery to me.
Mm.
I had nothing but a heartache, and I've never been somewhere where I needed to get out so fast that I left everything I owned.
Oh.
Everything. I dropped everything, and I put whatever I could put in my small little car. I came with 3 totes.
Wow.
And
That takes a lot of courage to do that.
yeah. And so I left, and I came with 3 totes in my car. And that was it. Yeah.
And it worked out for the best.
Yes. I needed to get out. Yes. Absolutely. There's always got to be something good that comes out of it. I'm right here with my best friend. I needed to be around someone that cared, someone I could talk to,
For sure.
real time.
Yeah. That's why I
So
like the chat.
That's me.
I like coming on your show every week and just being in the chat. Gives me a good feeling. I think like we're all common thought.
right, and I think that we all need that. I think that I want to have a place for everybody to come to, because even though we're not, waking someone up, maybe it'll reach somebody someday, but just a place for us all to go so that we can be together and just voice our opinions or our thoughts or our mishaps or because it's hard, because we all have real time, you know if anybody says that they have someone they can talk to every day, like I know Danny has his wife and they're like-minded,
Mm-hmm.
but not most people have that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, most people aren't.
No.
I know I didn't until I came here. I mean, I could talk to Dub every day, but I had nobody face to face that I could express myself to or be go do anything with, or just be me.
Yeah.
You
Or
know?
not have to fake that you don't know what's going on. Because when you're faced with someone that's asleep, I mean, you can't talk about anything really.
And
You can't talk about what they believe because you know it's all BS.
right. And they're
So
like, just because you believe it, it's not what I believe. It's in the knowing.
yeah, I just don't even go there with them. I
Yeah, you
feel them
can't.
out, there's like a few little tests to see where they are, mentally, but most people know. I don't know anyone in person.
Right. It's
So
it's very few and far between.
You hear me now?
I think, Chuck, did you ask me something a minute ago?
Let me cut it up a little bit.
Chuck was doing this.
Oh, I thought he said Cinda.
I'm just kidding.
Or Horsemon. My name's Cinda, by the way.
I'm just kidding, Chuck. Are you there?
All right. How about now? How about now? Is that better? I'm here. I'm just having difficulties.
We're gonna use that electric shock thing on you.
How does this sound? Yeah.
We're gonna have the snoring. What do you call it? Radar, or like the? I don't even know what you call it.
Chuck, do you work
the
every day?
The shock thing works pretty good.
Yeah.
Shock thing.
I work except for Saturday and Sunday.
You're off Saturday and Sundays? That's good.
Yeah, and he had a full weekend.
When do you have time to do your videos? Because I mean, they're really good, like they're editing and stuff.
In the morning.
It's a talent to do the videos.
Yeah, let me do you want to play something? Maybe pick a really good video or something.
I liked your tree video with the giants.
Tree video. Let's start the tree video.
Video is just what?
Let's start it.
Like how the rocks are actually trees.
No, that was a good one.
Yeah, so it's long, but it's good. How do I see the screen from? Do
you see it?
Oh wait, yeah, I think it's working now. I just can't see the chat.
Are you on a computer or a phone?
I'm on my phone. Oh wait, I think I figured it out.
Let's see. Oh, I know one to play. I thought this one was really good. This one might get me taken down. But you guys have to see this one. This one is so good.
Right, it's here and it's 100% effective. No.
I have to stop it. And I gotta back it up. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah. All right. Check this one out. This one is like so crazy. All right.
Great news. The vaccine is on its way. Oh, really? That's right. It's a brand new mRNA vaccine. So mRNA, that's never been done before, right? Oh, no, it's been done before. It just never made it out of the testing phase because all of the animals kept dying. But it'll be different this time. How so? Well, we're not going to do the animal testing. So you're just going to go straight to testing on humans? Yeah, you can say that. I mean, even so, don't most vaccines take years to develop and decades to test? It's here. The vaccine is here. Already? That's right. It's here and it's 100% effective. No transmission, no infection. And you don't have to wear a mask or stay locked down anymore. Wow, really? Yep. Except for the things about the mask and lockdown. Yep. Okay, but it's 100% effective? That's right. 90% effective. And frankly, 85% effectiveness is really incredible. Oh, so it's only like 85% effective? Not quite. It's more like 75%. But hey, 65% still very good. And I mean, they said we'd never even get to 50% effectiveness, and we did almost. So 40%, really great achievement. So it's only like 40% effective now? For a bit. A bit? I mean, it wears off. So. Well, after how long? Like 4 to 6. 4 to 6 what? Booster shots a year. Okay, so it really only works like right after you get the shot. Well, not right after, because we don't even consider you vaccinated until 2 weeks after your second shot. So, okay, so it takes like a month for the shots to work, but it wears off, and even then it only gives you mild protection, but you have to get boosters that also wear off. You still have to wear a mask, and you can still get COVID, and you still have to stay home, and there are rare but serious side effects, and all of this over a virus that has a survival rate of over 99.5%. Whoa, I never said anything about serious side effects. Are there, though? Certainly none I've ever discussed. Yeah, but have there been reports of serious side effects? No. I mean, except for like AIDS or whatever. Did you say AIDS? Yeah. Basically, you like get AIDS, and then there's this heart thing where your heart explodes, and sometimes half your face falls asleep forever, and almost everybody gets extreme nausea and pain at the site of the injection. Sometimes they just die right there at the injection site, but we're not sure that's caused by the vaccine, so we will not be looking into it. I cannot believe that pharmaceutical companies would actually release this to the American people. Oh no, it's totally fine. They're completely indemnified against any wrongdoing, so they'll be fine. Right. Look, a vaccine is literally the only plan I have, so it's happening. It's coming out and everybody's taking it. Even if it's risky, even if you have natural antibodies, even if it doesn't stop transmission, you are taking it. Wait, but you said it did stop transmission. Oh, did I? Oopsie. No, I don't think I'll be getting that shot now. Well, what if I offer you some tasty French fries? No. Okay, well, what if I throw in a single glazed donut? No. You drive a hard bargain. Well, what if I give you a chance to win $1 million? I mean, I feel like you're just trying to exploit my desperation at this point. I mean, look, this is about bodily autonomy. Oh, no, that doesn't exist. We checked. Checked with who? Well, the experts, obviously. Tell you what if I tempt you with not losing your job? Oh, so it's going to be mandatory. Oh, nobody's mandating anything. It's entirely up to you whether you take the shot or whether you lose your job and become a despised pariah unworthy of basic decency or life-saving organ transplants. Yeah, I feel like you're forcing me to get this shot. Nobody is forcing you. Just take the jab. I'm not going to take the vaccine. Just take the jab. I feel like I'm being forced here. Take the jab. No. You know what? I don't deserve this. I have a right to my own body. Maybe I'll go protest. A protest? Yeah, that's fun. Say, do you like having a bank account? What? I'm just asking. Do you like having access to the money in your bank account? What are you saying? All I'm saying is there's no reason for you to be scared of a little needle. Nothing to do with it. It's the only way to stop this pandemic. But you said it doesn't stop transmission. Exactly. That doesn't make any sense. God, some people are so stupid. You're not trusting the science hard enough. Look, it's not me telling you to take the jab. It's actually your sister, Sarah. What? Yeah, your sister, Sarah, is requiring a vaccine to go to her wedding. So she works for me now. Oh, God, I mean, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime event. All right, I guess I'll get the vaccine. Wow, what a coincidence. Where are the children?
So, Horse Mom, I did not kick you off. I don't kick anybody off. I think it's YouTube. I don't know what it is. Just like Chuck's not here anymore, he might have fallen asleep and was snoring. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But I don't kick anybody off, and I would never do that to you, just so you know. So I'm sorry that you got booted off. I really think it's YouTube doing it. I've never had that problem, ever. Here we go. Are you there?
Yeah,
I'm here.
I don't know
Yes.
what's going on.
Okay, there's Chuck.
Oh.
Struggling.
Wow.
Man.
Are you there? Chuck?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm here.
I'm all, oh, Chucky Boo. Just kidding. But I
What
just
did I
want to let
miss?
you know that I wouldn't kick any of you guys off. Maybe Chuck,
I know you
but
would. Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
just kidding. Maybe if he's snoring. I'm just kidding.
Was I really snoring? I mean, are you kidding?
No, you were really snoring. Everybody heard it but me. And then they pointed it
wow.
out. They're like, somebody's snoring. You were snoring.
Well, I went camping last night and I did not get any sleep. Seriously, I had to sleep on the ground.
No, you're fine, Chuck. It's okay. I'm just teasing you.
No, it's not okay. I'm not okay. I'm just gonna walk out on the road and see if I can get hit by a car.
I just want you to be okay tomorrow.
I know I do. Man, it is a full moon out here right now. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, so let me see here. I got one more link inside. I hope it's a good one.
Does anybody else want to come on?
Anybody else? I'm going to drop that link again. All right. I'm going to go in and pull up one more link. If I can. Hello. It's not letting me. I think YouTube is messing with me.
YouTube is awful.
Yeah, it's majorly messing with me. Let's see. Let's do this.
I'm gonna get on here on my iPad, see what's going on.
All right. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, BB's competing with us. She's live right now.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
BB.
Yeah, thanks, BB.
BB. Love you, BB. All right. It's not letting me do anything.
Here you are.
Wow. It's not going to let me click on anything. It won't even let me go to my live. Let me see. I'll try a new one. Let's see.
Well, it's been
It's
3
been
hours
real.
and 27 minutes. If you want to.
Really? It's been that
call
long?
it. Yeah, 3.5 hours. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? I'm going to try to play that link. Let me see if it'll let me do it. And if it won't this time around, then let's see. One more video, guys, and then we're going to call it a night. I'm going to
Which one you playing?
echo here. Echo.
Which one you playing?
I'm pulling it up in the chat. Hold on.
This morning, the tight-knit community of Berwick, Pennsylvania, already in mourning, reeling by a series of tragedies in 2 counties.
Give me a second, guys.
All right.
It's only 2 minutes long if I can get it to play.
According to Pennsylvania State Police, a man plowed his car into a group of people at a fundraiser. A 50-year-old woman was killed, 17 others injured. Authorities still investigating whether or not the crash was intentional. Another woman found dead just a mile away after police say she was assaulted by the same suspect. 24-year-old Adrian Reyes was arraigned overnight. He's being held without bail this morning.
This is a complete tragedy. in a community where there's already been tragedy.
The carnage unfolded Saturday evening outside the Intoxicology Department restaurant and bar, where social media videos show a benefit was being held to help the family members of a deadly house fire that claimed 10 lives in a neighboring town.
I had friends from the fire. They said some of them were here tonight with the family.
That tragedy unfolded.
We're going backwards. I've never seen this video before, but I'm going backwards.
Neighboring town.
That's inserted. That doesn't even look right to me. Look at this thing. This whatever you call it, excavator or whatever it is. It's on top of the pile, and it just doesn't look right to me.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Does that look right to you, like where it's at and positioned at, that it would be on top of the pile like that?
No, it doesn't.
From the fire, they said some of them were here tonight with the family.
That tragedy unfolding just 9 days before the car crash. Pennsylvania State Police officials say the suspect in the case was later detained after receiving calls that a man was physically assaulting a woman in the next town over. Authorities say when they arrived, the woman was dead.
The male, who was the suspect in both incidents, is in custody as we speak.
The victims of the crash taken to various local hospitals. The extent of their injuries not known.
If there's anything we could do to help those families beyond our investigation, we absolutely will do.
It's just terrible. I mean, it's just...
Communities left heartbroken and awaiting
It's terrible.
answers.
Yeah, don't cry.
And Hallie, at least 4 people rushed to the hospital, were said to be in critical condition. Others evaluated were able to go home with no motives still clear this morning. Many in this community are left asking the question, why
These
this
guys are so shameless.
George,
I know.
So many people thinking about that community and about Berwick this morning. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube
shut
channel.
up.
Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.
Wow. Now that's a fake story.
Yep, definitely.
With that being said, welcome back, Doctor.
Finally.
With that
Oh
being
my
said-
God. I wish Chrome sucks.
Are you here?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Well, to add to insult to injury, did y'all hear anything about that car fire this morning and that guy shooting himself at the Capitol?
No. Mm-mm.
Well,
Hey,
supposedly,
it's good to have you.
Go ahead.
I've been picking peas all day, so I haven't got to see it. I've just heard it come off and on. So I was wondering if any of y'all heard it, and y'all seem to. Well, supposedly there was some guy that ran a car into the Capitol barriers. It was on fire, and then he got out and shot himself or some shit.
Sure he did.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping you had a video.
Yeah, I'll
Doug,
have to
get
look
on
into
it.
that. Definitely. That sounds really real.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds really real.
Really real.
Especially
Really,
since you don't have
really,
video
really
of
real.
it. Uh-huh.
Shot himself with lightning. Tanning. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Chuck's got to get to work, and
Chuck needs some sleep.
yeah, he does. I'm gonna
I
mute
always
just
need
for a
some sleep.
second so Dub can say what he needs to say since he's been in the background pretty much all night long. And I want to thank him, and I want to thank Dub Wilkinson and Chuck Middleton for being on here. Thank you so much, Doctor, for
Thank you,
coming
guys.
on here. Thank you so much, Horse Mom. But I'm going to go ahead and mute and let Dub say his piece, and then I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to all of you and thank everybody for coming on here and listening to my
Right.
mouth. My mouth.
You need to cut your computer sound stuff.
Okay, I'm.
You're on, Dub.
All right, here we go. I'd just like to say again, anybody that would like to look into something or know more about some specific subject, put a comment in this video after it's posted, and we'll try to cover that next week. Glad to have everybody here and enjoyed Horse Mom coming on. Happy to see everybody come on and chat with us and be part of the program. So hope to see everybody next week, and thanks everybody for coming and spending the evening with us.
Hey, I love all you guys. I appreciate all of you. It's awesome. So
And
Thank you,
with that
Mr.
being
Chuck.
said, thank you, Horsemon, for coming on. And don't worry about the bird flu, because I don't think they have the sniffles, and I think they're just putting fear into. I don't think I know. So, Horse Mom, no fear. We're going to lead this battle with no fear. And I just want to thank Horse Mom, J Love, Tanya. I'm going to scroll down. Yo, Laser Beam, Grumpy Troll, Dub Wilkinson, of course, Chuck Middleton, Danny Diesel, TIU. I'm scrolling. Chris
Thompson,
Thompson.
Crumb Patrol.
Yep. And let's see. I'm going to keep scrolling.
Red
Doctor, Mr. Doctor himself.
Little One.
Little One, thank you so much for coming here. Scrolling. We're going to scroll everybody until I can't scroll no more. I just want to let you know, everybody, thank you so much for coming here and being a part of Shay Watson. Thank you so much for coming here. I'm still scrolling. But thank you, everybody, for coming here. If I've missed your name, I'm so sorry that I missed your name. But I welcome you next week. We're going to have Dub Wilkinson as being my special guest. And because he deserves it. He definitely deserves it. And I want him to have a voice. I don't want to be his voice. I want him to be his own voice. And I want to give him that platform. But anyway, thank you everybody for being here. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And we're going to call it a Sunday Night Live. Appreciate you guys.
All right.
Love you guys. And God bless.
Love all you guys. I appreciate it. God bless, Michelle. Right. Dub. Dead Red Dirt.
Thank y'all all.
Till next time. All right.
Yeah.
God bless.
Thank you, Doctor, and thank you, Horse Mom, for coming on. Love you guys.
Love you guys. God
Hats
bless.
off to
Take
you
care.
guys.
All right.
You too. Have a good week, Chuck.
You too. I'll talk to you this week. Michelle, I'll talk to you this week. I'll give you a call.
Okay. No sleeping on the job. You got to drive.
I know.
I'm just teasing you.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
All
Love
right.
you.
God
Bye.
bless. Later.